Myself have called a friend for many years.
I can't even start to tell you what's going to happen tonight on this stream. I'm just going to have to show it to you. But we've got a police report in that regards Marvon McCray and Dre McCray. And we have the answers to the question of that scenario. That's right, Dre McCray. Dre McCray and Marvon. And we're going to be asking some really hard questions about people that have been making content about them for a while now. Also, Chronicles of Olivia. Her channel's kind of blowing up. And we're wondering, is she faking it until she can make it? Is she just faking it? What are you doing, Chronicles of Olivia? Either way, let's get into it right now. Here comes the intro. Give me a second. Give me a little bit of time. I got some new equipment. We're gonna show it to you tonight. But we got so much going on, it's gonna be tomorrow. We got member-only stream tomorrow for the members. And we also have an open stream. But we're gonna be more relaxed, getting used to some new equipment, and I think you guys are gonna like what we're about to do. We've been working on it for a while. And of course, I'll be talking about that later in the stream because now we're getting straight into this. We got to rush in. I think Navy will be in here in a little bit. He had to eat and do some other stuff, but I think he's coming in for a bit. I mean, I don't know how to even tell you what's up. You know what? Some of you just came from Nonsense's stream, so I might as well just go ahead and put it up on the screen. We've got a few reports from Yuma PD regarding Dre McCray and Marvon McCray. And, oh man, you do not want to know what is inside these reports. I mean, Nonsense probably just read it to a lot of you. I'm going to kind of ask some questions. I'm going to ask some questions of some tragedy pimps that I know out there, because this tells us a story. This tells us that a lot of the content that was made and directed toward Dre McCray and Marvon, remember all the accusations, remember all the things that went against the evidence that we had. We begged them to show us evidence that Dre had been, starving her kids, that she had tried to murmur Marvon, that she had poisoned him, that she'd give him false medications. Well, from an initial glance at these breaking documents, okay, I just got them in. So, subject to my opinion changing pending further information as it sits. I'm going to read it to you and then tell you why I feel the way I do. Molly knew all along that, and LATISHA knew all along, the tragedy pimps knew all along that they were lying about that family. About Dre McCray and Marvon McCray, about the situation and all these doubts, all these things. We just begged in the beginning before I really knew what this community was. Not you guys, I'm talking about the tragedy pimps, right? The pimps. The tragedy pimps. Okay, I'm not going to do it anymore. But I've been begging them for the evidence, anything at all that would lead you to believe that Dre McCray did these things, or that the story is what you say it is. They not only didn't have evidence, I was right. Nonsense was right. Now, why were we right and why were they wrong? Because they not only didn't have evidence, thank you, I didn't see who it was, but thank you. They not only didn't have evidence, but the opposite. Now, is it a coincidence that all of the lies that LATISHA and Molly were telling about DRE MCCRAY and Marvon McCray, those lies are exactly what the police were berated or were instigated into looking into deeper? Right? So past the first investigation where the cops come in, they look at everything that happened, they look for foul play, they look at the family, they're looking clear people. They were obviously, after reading these papers, they were instigated to go further to look at DRE for every one of the lies we heard out of LATISHA and Molly's mouth. And DRE was cleared by the police every single time. It's going to blow your mind. Not that this happened this way. You all have seen it on our channels going back months. I was just saying this in Discord. The reason why we were right about DRE, the reason why they were wrong, is in your face. It's obvious. And it was because we spent countless hours, days, I mean an entire group of people, just under my channel, just the peeps under my channel, watching all of the hours of DRE's content, going back as far as we could, never found a solitary shred of what they said was there. Right? Busted them putting together faked videos that were edited to make it look like what they were saying was true. That's a stream where we show you exactly how they did that. And it's strange because in this police report, they mention heavily edited videos being given to them. But no matter what happened in the past, DRE MCCRAY has been cleared. Her name has been cleared. I don't care if you like her content or not. When it comes to her family and her husband and what happened, she's been cleared. People owe her an apology. I don't think she's going to get it. Because these people, in my opinion, are very evil. If it was me, I'd be rushing to my stream as fast as I could, and I would be just taking the L, okay? I would be taking the L, apologizing. They're not going to apologize. And if they don't want to apologize to DRE, they need to apologize to Marvon. Because they disrespected him to such a degree. They've disrespected Marvon probably more than just about anyone else in his life, save for a few people. And if you can't be motivated by Marvon to apologize, to let your audience know you were wrong about DRE and Marvon and the family, maybe the thought of those kids can motivate you to go to your channel and tell the truth and show them what's real and what's not finally. I asked Molly Golightly and her crew of TRAJPEEMPS. Okay, I said it one more time. I'm going to stop now. I asked them for the proof, and proof as in anything. Like, even if it was a rumor, even if it was a video clip, I don't care what it is. What makes you think that DRE did this? Please show me. Please tell me. And I went back and watched every single solitary second of their content exposing DRE MCCRAY to find nothing. No, I mean, they didn't even, it looks like they didn't even have anyone come to them and tell them that DRE MCCRAY was doing this stuff. It looks like they just invented it out of thin air. I don't think they should be able to get away with this. I don't know how this is not a more glaring example of just straight lying on the victims of a horrible tragedy in order to make money. Also, okay, I'm getting off of that stuff. Dude, I'm like nonsense. I'm not as expressive as her. I'm not as... I'm more of a robot. I was in the army, so, you know, it's hard for me to show when I'm, like, upset about a story, and I don't get that way about a lot of stories, but this story's got me just like it had nonsense. It's just, I don't know what to say. But also, the original plan for the night was to do a more relaxed stream where we look at a lot of Chronicles of Olivia's content, and we're going to look at it. We're actually going to just do a dipping our toe into the Chronicles of Olivia rabbit hole. Because Chronicles of Olivia, do you remember when she found Gabby Petito's water bottle? I got some questions for Chronicles of Olivia about that water bottle. In fact, I've got a lot of questions about a lot of her content. And I can sum up all my questions. And especially over this last interview that went awry where she had to delete it and she doesn't understand why. Oh my gosh, I don't get why I had to delete it. I would sum up all my questions under the banner of, are you faking it? Are you faking it until you make it? Is that what you're doing? Are you just faking it until you make it? Because if that's true, haven't you already made it and can't you stop faking it now? But I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see all of this right now with Navy. What's up, Navy?
Hey, Bubba. Craziness.
Bro, you were nice enough to send us in a ring light. Now, I'm using it for the first time tonight. I wanted to use it when I busted out this other object I'm not going to tell the stream about until tomorrow, but you know, that it's going to take a lot of work to hook that up. But thank you, bro. Man, it's made a big difference to the stream. It looks really freaking good, bro. I appreciate you.
I'm just glad it's working, Bubba, and I'm glad you like it.
Oh yeah, it's excellent. It's excellent. I mean, I'm gonna get it looking way better. Just give me like a few weeks to kind of, you know how I do when I'm tweaking it and everything. Actually, I think I might be able to hook some stuff up. You know, it actually turns different colors so that it can cast a different light. We'll get into it tomorrow. We'll break it down when we break down some of the other stuff. But anyway, all of that. Navy, what do you think about these papers that Nonsense just dropped like Hiroshima on the community? What do you think about that? I mean, just initial thoughts, just what you know right now, man. What do you think?
Oh, I think I think the thing is that we were saying a long time ago that there's no evidence that all these claims are being made. There's no evidence, like we don't know exactly what's going on, but there's nothing that shows that what you're saying that, you know, Dre did this or that this was involved or that, you know, she influenced anything. And now we're seeing that it was already known. Like the cops backed that up. They said there was no evidence of any kind of other involvement, anything outside involvement, no problems with the kids, no problems with anything. And they kept pushing this narrative anyway to attack Dre and this family. And it's sick, it's vile, and it's evil.
It is.
And they kept on doing it.
It borders into evil. You know, I said this the other day. I know we haven't ran the official intro yet. We're right about to, guys, but I have to say this. I said this the other day. I said, you know, if you take away all of the lies, because all those lies make a narrative about DRE MCCRAY. If you take that narrative away that LATISHA and Molly and LB and Justin and them were pushing so hard about, you know, convincing literally they all got up there. None of them asked questions. All of them just bobbed their heads up and down, pretending like they had some kind of evidence or facts or something. They were all in on it. They were all in on the narrative. And if you take that narrative away, there is no LATISHA fundraiser. You know, I've made this point before. I said this the other day, not knowing that this was going to come out, this was going to happen tonight. But if you take the narrative away, that fundraiser doesn't damn exist. It's almost like, you know, that the whole reason that they invented this out of nowhere, against all odds, against all evidence, against all logic, against good, literally for pure evil, it's like they did it so they could make that cheddar cheese. Tonight, it's 1/24/2023. I'm your host, UNIRock, broadcaster from the East Coast of the glorious United States of America. As always, wherever you're from, it's glorious too. I'm going to get into this right now. We got to get going. This is Nights of our live streams. This is UNIRock Live. Get it. YouTube. Attention moderators. I'm sorry to have to do a little bit of technical stuff tonight, but it's just craziness that's happening out there. Mods, there's been some changes to YouTube's chat. Really good ones. Now, here's the thing. I haven't got a chance to go in and mess with settings. When you see this happen, right here, where, somebody just handled it, but you know when it pops up and it'll say show or hide? I hate asking you tonight because I typically tell you to just deal with it in a very relaxed way. If any of you can, right there, show or hide, try to hit show as soon as you can, because what you see, they've made a change and it's a lot. I don't know if the audience is going to see them until you hit it now, There's a lot of changes that we're going to go over tomorrow in the member-only stream and the stream tomorrow during the day. Well, earlier in the evening. Let's get into it. That's all I'm going to say. We need to get into this. How are we going to do this, Navy? Okay, you watched a little bit of Nonsense's stream. I tuned into some of it. I skipped through it. Where do we go? Like right here in the beginning, where do we go? Nonsense has some police reports, some investigation reports is what it looks like, correct?
Right. So somebody went in and requested, and so here's the thing. I'm gonna let you in on this. I already sent it to Rach. I got the entire police report sent to me, but the thing is, we're gonna have to do some redacting first.
Yeah.
The stuff that's on Nonsense is already there, but you will have it. So, So we'll somebody went in and requested. Right. Somebody went in and requested the entire police report over the investigation into what happened with Vaughn and subsequent filings and aspects too, and they got this 35-page report, and it basically goes in there and shows that they found no evidence that Vaughn was prompted and or aided in what he did. It shows that everything makes sense from Dre's account of going in and then releasing him and then doing what she did, and that there was there's like a bunch of like these little videos that were sent in apparently that had nothing to do with the case, that people were trying to make these reports of child issues and everything else that just didn't pan out.
So we could say that Molly or the TRAJPEEMPS and anyone talking about Dre could have done this. They could have done this a long time ago. They could have got this. Also, we're going to go into it right now, but if you notice, look at this one line before we get started. It was suggested in the course of the investigation that Andrea actively facilitated Marvon in the process of the event. I've read through this once. The one from what Nonsense has, I haven't looked at the 20 or the 35 pages. I will tomorrow before we go live. I'll bring you what I can. I don't know if I can bring you anything but what Nonsense has. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow night. Anyway, if you take this at face value, it's telling you that what LATISHA and Molly and LB and Justin and the TRAJPEEMPS lied on Dre about caused the Popo to dig and keep further investigating Dre. Literally, if the TRAJPEEMPS, if they aren't pure demons, if they aren't pure evil, and it's because of how extreme this event was, how big of a tragedy it was. If you can't show us now why you said these things about Dre, right? It's almost like they were trying to punish Dre. They were just making up anything they could say. They were insulting her and just going at her and making fun of her while she was in the throes of losing her husband in this tragedy. And we couldn't figure out why. If they can't tell us why, and if it was because you made it up, just tell us, Molly. Just tell us you made this up. You and LATISHA made the... Oh, was it LATISHA? Did LATISHA come to you before you start? Because the narrative out there from Molly before, and she did like a bunch of videos before LATISHA showed up on her channel. So if you believe Molly, she didn't talk to LATISHA until into her content. She had started this narrative from the first video. The first video she did about Dre, it was all these lies. It was all this bullshit. So what I always wondered is, did LATISHA come to you before you started talking about this? And did you put LATISHA's narrative out there and then pretend like you just met her when you had her on your show? You pretend like, oh, you just bumped into her. Because why did Molly make such a nasty narrative up about Dre? It doesn't make sense considering the person that would be, creating this narrative about Dre would be LATISHA. I mean, if we think about it, did LATISHA create this narrative about Dre, pepper it out into the community? Molly starts talking about it. Eventually, LATISHA, according to Molly and LATISHA, they a couple weeks in or a week in, LATISHA gets a hold of Molly. And it just so happens that everything LATISHA's been saying is exactly like what Molly has been saying this whole time. So they just go in together. Or did they talk? Did they plot this? And did they plan this? Because, I need the billboard. I need my billboard for this. I need the billboard of doom for this stream. I need the billboard very badly for this stream. Okay, I got my billboard because I need it for this stream. Because it's like having a giant fucking a giant flippin' boulder sitting on the head of a pin, a head of a needle. Okay, and because if you knock this away, it all comes crumbling down. And the needle represents the narrative that LATISHA and Molly created, and this is the narrative against Dre that's in this report. That without this, they couldn't do their fundraiser. And I think that what we're going to end up realizing are some really messed up things about this whole situation. So I'm going to stop blabbering. I wanted to say that again because when I said it earlier, there was like 100 people here. Now the peeps are here. So now that you're here, let's get into it. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me blow it up and I'll take screenshots here and I'll put it up on the screen for you. So it looks like she gave us about 3. It looks like, yeah. Looks like Nonsense gave us about 3 pages that we're going to look at. I'm just going to go ahead and start reading them. Every dime that she made that's involved Marvon or Dre or any of them, LATISHA, she should give back because it's blood money. It is blood money. On 11/16, I received Marvon's medical record from Special Agent with the Naval Crime Investigative Service. The medical records show that Marvon had been taking a number of prescribed medications for various medical conditions. Of those found in the report were blank, dating back to 2016 and continuing to 2022. He also had been prescribed blank for blank, which is discontinued in 2019. The Yuma Police Department has determined there is insufficient evidence to show that Marvon was prompted in his decision to do this to himself, or that he was assisted in subsequent actions of doing this to himself. Number 1, right there. It was now listen to this. It was suggested in the course of the investigation. So after they did their initial clearing of Dre, it was weird because all these people just seemed to keep banging on the door of the police station, calling in, sending emails. Dre did it. Dre did it. Wonder where that all came from. But it was suggested in the process of, lost my place. In the course, I'm sorry. It was suggested in the course of the investigation that Andrea actively facilitated Marvon in the process of the event. A review of the 911 recording placed by Andrea on 5/23/2022 provided no evidence that he was assisted in the act. The audio recording illustrated that Andrea cut the rope that was applied to Marvon and subsequently provided him CPR until the arrival of the rescue personnel. That alone is disgusting that they treated her like they did. Even if they hate her, I don't even care how much you hate somebody. That is traumatic. That is traumatizing. It will destroy you. You got to pull yourself out of a pit when you experience this. And then for them to just treat her like they did. Without a reason. Without any reason. Without any type of... nothing was prompting it. They just... The audio recording illustrated that Andrea basically told the truth. It was also suggested that medications administered... It was also suggested... Gee, I wonder who suggested into the investigation the second thing we're about to look at. With the first thing... It was suggested into the investigation. Now the second thing, that medications administered to Marvon by Andrea caused him to blank, which obviously is seizures. Review of Marvon's medical records revealed Marvon had been taking blank medication dating back to 2016 and was receiving ongoing professional medical care for the condition. Reports of child neglect concerning the McCray children were investigated by DCS in Tucson. Investigative inquiries are initiated through the appointed department in accordance with agency policies. So while this woman is dealing with this, no fault of her own, didn't do anything wrong, cleared by the police, she should literally, without a good reason, without some evidence, without something real, she should be able to go mourn and do her, be there for her children and get ready to go through one of the hardest, if not the hardest event of her life. But instead, she has to deal with false reports to DCS. Navy, can you remind me, didn't we just have an issue where Nonsense had false reports given to DCS and CPS? Didn't that just happen to Nonsense days ago? or a week
Sure
ago.
did. Yep.
And now we find out that DRE MCCRAY had false reports called in to CPS, DCS. What a coincidence. What an incredible coincidence. It's almost like somebody who's involved with all these different things loves to just make up false accusations, defamation, slander, literally harassment, and then call in fake reports to try and interfere in their lives. We handled the nonsense thing recently, so I won't talk about it, but while she is going to the hospital and while she trying to get through life with her children mourning too, couldn't even give them a little time before you falsely reported them to CPS. You couldn't even give them some time. Couldn't even let them heal a little bit before you filed false reports to DCS and CPS. Whichever agency they use there, I guess it's DCS, same thing as CPS, but you couldn't even let them freaking get some therapy, have some time to adjust, let her be there for the children, let her get the children through it before you start doing false reports to CPS. Let me read that again. Reports of child neglect concerning MCCRAY children were investigated by DCS and Tucson PD. Investigative inquiries are initiated through the appointed department in accordance with agency policies. The Yuma PD has concluded the investigation into the matter. It's concluded. You were wrong. You lied. Not only did you lie, you rushed a fundraiser as fast as you could off of the lies and narrative that you built. You rushed a fraud raiser. Where's LATISHA? Where is the money? How many months has it been? How many months has it been? She was supposed to file to help the children and help Marvon, and she was supposed to give us updates on Molly Golightly's channel. Molly would have been making hella donos, hella views off of LATISHA coming back and giving updates on her case. So you're going to tell me that this YouTuber, I can't even believe I'm calling Molly a YouTuber right now. This YouTuber who is so desperate for content, she will literally just go live and make anything up at any freaking time. Desperate for money because she was e-begging throughout this in that hotel room. I could just name a million things, but this YouTuber that will literally is desperate for content won't take the thing that gets her the most views and do that content, the most money and do that content. The thing she went viral for, she won't bring LATISHA on. Why not, Molly? Well, you won't tell us. You insinuated LATISHA wasn't talking to you. Then you said she was. Then you said she wasn't. It's almost like LATISHA ran away when we were told she did. And it's almost like instead of you going to your channel and telling people the truth that LATISHA ran off with the money, you're going to sit there and keep lying to people about it. Just up last week, just a few days ago, you were lying about it again. I haven't even had time to pull the clips and bring it to my show and let people know that you brought up DRE and Marvon again a few days ago or a week ago or within the last week. She, you know, but I'm sorry, you know, if it was reversal, if we had like, honey, will you do me a solid and come get this phone? Here, I'll throw it over to you. If it was a reversal, if one of Molly's enemies had done this fundraiser, they would have said it was a scam with day 2. They would have said that it was all a scam within day, like the minute that they couldn't go and look up the public record of the case. The minute that LATISHA didn't file anything, they would have said it's a scam. LATISHA was supposed to file to help Marvon and help the kids based off the fake-ass narrative, the fake narrative that they made. Peggy, rockAlot is the best channel. Well, thank you, Peggy. Oh, my goodness. That's a lot to live up to, but hey, appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Oh, man. All right. So, That was the first page. I want you to key in on a couple things before we move on, because we've got 2 more pages to hit. Thing number 1, the police heavily investigated Dre. They didn't just investigate Dre in the beginning and clear her. They did. But then, due to an enormous amount of pressure, they went in and re-investigated the exact lies that Molly told, that she was poisoning Marvon, she was giving Marvon inappropriate medications, that she was neglecting the kids and starving the kids, and that she had tried to help Marvon. She had done it to Marvon. She had, you know, done the event to him. Those things literally came from Molly's show with Molly, LB, LATISHA, and Justin. That's where it came from. There was no other place in the entire universe where anyone was out there saying this stuff until Molly did it on her show. And then Dre, while grieving, had to put up with many investigations, from multiple investigations from the police and CPS, DCS, because of the lies. So now I want you to focus in, because there is specific wording. That wording is subsequent reports came in. They mentioned the first look at Dre and talk about how subsequent reports come in. So just so you're following us, let's get to the next page. I can't repeat myself. I gotta focus. This is pissing me off. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little angry. We're supposed to be asking Chronicles of Olivia for some information about that water bottle she found in the Gabby Petito case. Don't think we forgot about the water bottle. Betty, Molly, Olivia. Don't think that we forgot about this interview. Next page. 8/8 of 2022. Narrative. On 8/8 of 2022, I received 11 emails from Lieutenant Conley. The videos contained links to videos from YouTube and Facebook. The videos were all heavily edited. I reviewed all the videos and found nothing criminal pertaining to this case. The following are the links to the videos I watched. So this was on 8/8. Oh my God. You know, I have the timeline of this whole thing ingrained in my head. Okay? I have it ingrained in my head. You guys know this. I did streams where I sat in the stream. You can look at the thumbnail and it'll be Dre and it'll say timeline. Right? We mapped out every event over a period of months. And I remember specifically that in July, going into November, right? Or, I'm sorry. July and then December, blah, 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 blah. So, okay, in the second month. So basically the first month this all happened, which I believe is July. Yeah, it was. The last week is where things were relevant, okay? Because we have it mentioned there in these Facebook groups and stuff. Now, when you go into the next month, maybe it was July was the next month. June was the first month, then July, right? The point is, this all came in after Molly got involved and spread the lies around. This is not early. The point I'm trying to make, the date here, this shit didn't happen. This stuff here did not happen before Molly told all these lies, before the TRAJPEEMPS told all these lies on Dre, or LATISHA popped up. This is after LATISHA popped up. And it looks like the Popo got sent these specific videos. And they went and checked it and said, there's nothing going on. Because we checked these videos. We went through every one of Dre's videos. We looked at every uploaded video. We debunked the fake ones, right? Last page. Let's get this done because I'm just sick to my stomach. All right. And this is Nonsense's video, of course. Make sure you're sharing. Mods, share Nonsense's channel link for me, please. Yeah, actually, no. There's only Nonsense only showed 2, so we've done both of them. All right, so now we can talk about it. This is incredible. This is incredible.
Heard some really, really disturbing news. So Molly's live
Supposedly-
right now,
Yeah, the chat's telling me that Molly's live right now about Dre,
and
ironically.
she's showing the body cam footage, the police body cam footage of the scene.
She's just straight up evil, isn't she? Like she's literally evil. She's out of her mind. She literally is trying to punish this family. If she's live, why can't she admit she was wrong? It's not even from us. It's not from me. It's not from nonsense. This is from the Yuma PD. Everything the Yuma PD said and did about this case, they were like, oh my God, the Yuma PD said this, it's gold. You know? They never once questioned the Yuma PD. They didn't say they were corrupt, nothing like that. So why is Molly ignoring these pages? Why is she not out there on her channel apologizing for all the lies she told about Dre? She just must be evil? Because she should be doing that right now. If your heart isn't pure coal, isn't pure, you know, ice, you would have to. This is, Molly was monumentally wrong about Dre McCray. You know what she's doing? She's live right now doing damage control. She's live right now talking about this because she doesn't want her audience searching Dre, pulling up my video, pulling up Nonsense's video. She doesn't want her audience seeing that I'm live. She doesn't want her audience searching her name and seeing me or Nonsense. So she's trying to get up there and suck her audience in so that they won't see what we're showing. It's damage control. That's exactly what it is.
Apparently, according to live chat, she is also, because Dre's in the body cam footage, right? Saying that, well, she has makeup on. She's not crying, so it's not real to an extent, right? The woman is in shock.
Wait.
Yeah.
She said what now?
She was basically going after Dre because Dre was standing there in makeup and not crying during the police cam footage. That's what the live chat's telling me right now.
Please tell me she doesn't. Nerd Angle made a good point. Please tell me she doesn't show Marvon's body.
I don't know.
Oh my God. Because that'd be like some Logan Paul Japanese forest type shit right there. Just like Nerd said. Did they show? Did Molly show Marvon's body? She didn't, did she? Oh, she is beyond. Yeah, you're Sunny. She's beyond quadrupling down. This is like the 900th down. All right, Kathy. They're tearing her up. She just
her
got
live
exonerated.
chat is Dre.
She
Yeah, her
just
live
got
chat is
exonerated. I'm going in that live chat. Do not follow me into her live chat. Do not follow me and do not go in the live chat. I just want to go in and just ask a question. Never done this before, but I'm going to do it. Oh, subscriber only mode. Subscriber only mode. Why do you have subscriber only mode on, Molly? And I bet you it's like subscribers that have been subscribed for like 4 years or some shit. Oh. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I tried to make sure that the title said it all, but, you know, if you guys have to, you know, jump out, if you get upset or anything, I completely understand, you know, I get it. So, Molly watches Nonsense's stream because we already know she's subscribed and watches Nonsense's content. This was exposed last week. So she's watching Nonsense's stream. She sees me schedule a stream. She wasn't live when I scheduled my stream. So she sees me schedule my stream with my title being Dre McCray investigated because of Molly and LATISHA's lies, and Chronicle of Olivia does something. I can't see the rest of it. And so Molly says to herself, well, time to go live and try to keep my audience from seeing those streams or seeing those videos. Don't want them to know that I've been busted on all my lies about Dre. You know, I'm glad Molly's live. And can I get a request from any of the clip channels? If any of you are going to clip what Molly's doing right now, I need you to do something different just today. Record her live chat along with the video. Okay? Or if somebody wants to download a transcript of the live chat, whatever you got to do to save that live chat, please. Because I want to show the effect of Molly's targeted harassment campaign against Dre McCray. And to show the effect of her targeted harassment campaign against Dre McCray, that live chat attacking Dre, going after her viciously when she's been exonerated by the Yuma PD. And Molly is hiding the fact, the truth, that Dre has been exonerated by Yuma PD and rushing in on her channel to try to drip squeeze some more money out of Dre and Marvon and the kids. How, and try to be as logical as humanly possible with me for a minute, Navy. How do you describe what Molly is doing right now in any other way but being 100% fact-checkably deceitful about Dre's situation to get as much money as she can before this information spreads out? How do we look at her in any other light?
We don't. I mean, it's just, to me, it's just pure evil, right? I don't even know other words to describe the fact that you're going to take this, that you have been, you know, yelling at this woman, accusing her of the worst things possible, making the little slights and stuff that, you know, that she's done about the things that she might think that Dre was going to do. This comes out and completely shows that you're wrong. And all you have to do is go on and go, you know what? I went after her. I was wrong. And I'm really sorry. But what do? You pull a video of the worst day of this woman's life and you plaster it all over there while going after her. But I don't know what else to call it, but evil. It's just straight evil. Like it.
And she has to know by now. She knows by now. Because when Nonsense talks about Molly, she literally knows immediately. She was in her chat. Molly was in Nonsense's live chat when the whole CPS thing happened. We know she watches her. So Molly knows that Dre's been exonerated by Yuma PD and CPS and DFS. She has been literally extra investigated multiple extra times because of LATISHA and Molly and LB and Justin's bullshit. So, and that's literally what this says. Extra stuff came in after we already cleared her, and now we're going into to make sure again, and we have cleared her again. Cleared the first time, cleared when it came to hanging him, cleared when it came to starving the kids, cleared when it came to neglect, cleared when I could go on and on and on. At these videos that came in, 18 of them cleared. And Molly can't get up there and tell people that. She can't get up there and tell people that Dre's been cleared and lets them sit and just attack her in her live chat. Everything they're saying in that live chat is because of Molly and her friends' lies. Her lies equate, because that audience the only place any of that information, that false information came from was Molly. You can look at that live chat attacking Dre and literally see the effect, one of the effects of their lies. The other effect was collecting a shit ton of money in a fraud raiser where Justin, Molly, LATISHA, and that other lady literally went live together in front of the whole world and siphoned the money out to block refunds. Because, as you know, the platforms, CASHAPP, PayPal, Venmo, approved your refunds. And in order to stop you from getting those refunds, they went live and siphoned the money out of those accounts into LATISHA's bank account. And that was right before LATISHA ran away. All of this is uploaded to UNIRock too. It's maybe 3, 4, 5 videos back. You'll be able to tell due to the title if you need to see these clips. I also have all the clips of Molly, not LATISHA, Molly doxing people that want refunds. And Molly should have no incentive to lie like she is tonight. She should have no incentive to try to siphon that money out of the accounts. She should have no incentive to do any of this. She should have no incentive to lie about Dre in the first place. But what she's done is literally make sure that there is no doubt that she knows she's lying about Dre. No doubt. Any of her supporters that want to sit there and say, well, maybe Molly's just confused, or maybe she just doesn't know, or maybe she's not lying and she's just, not paying attention. Nope. She knows she's lying, and she's over there on her channel going, nana, nana, boo-boo. I can lie about Dre all I want. Dre won't sue me. YouTube won't ban me. Right? That's what she's doing. She's trying to give a middle finger to all of us, to nonsense, to myself. And she thinks that by attacking Dre with her audience, leading them with her lies into attacking Dre, because if she put the truth out, a majority of that audience wouldn't be, if the audience knew that she was exonerated, which it says right here in this Yuma PD investigation report, they wouldn't be attacking her like they are right now in that chat. I just can't. I'm about to throw my fucking headphones. I'm getting pissed. 5-second break here. I'm about to throw my headphones. I'm getting pissed off. Navy, I can't do it, bro. I can't keep doing a show. I can't do a show right now. I can talk to you, but I can't do a show. We can sit and talk.
Dude, yeah.
I just can't do my normal thing.
And we've seen some bad. We've seen some bad out there on YouTube, But this has got to be some of the worst I've seen. Like, this literally has got to be like
definite top 10, if not top 5.
Oh, top 5 easy. Yeah, 100%. This is oh God. That poor family, right? That poor family, they put them through this. And then even now, and from what I'm being told in the live chat, people are going in there and telling her that the police cleared her and their comments get deleted. She is literally deleting comments telling her that the police report exonerated Dre in all facets.
Hold on, I think I misheard you. I might have some wax in my ears. Maybe I'm just not, maybe I'm dreaming right now. Thanks, Tiff. So people have gone into her chat and said, hey, Dre got exonerated by Yuma PD and DFS and CPS. And their messages are being deleted, proving that Molly knows this. Again, another piece of evidence. She knows that Dre's been cleared by DFS and Yuma. She's purposely withholding that information. Thank you, Aussie Trisha. She's purposely withholding that information so that she can keep the lie going, so that she can entertain her audience and get views and money.
Oh God, Scorpio's thing says she's saying the report isn't real.
Okay, well, she's lying. She's just making that shit up. Okay, look at the top of the report. Right here. At the top of the report, it says officer ID, and it has his name, dot, space, narrative. And at the top, it says Yuma Police Department A. Rodriguez of Records Division 12423, copy release 2. And it has a person's name scribbled out to, of course, this is literally, if this is fake, how does she know? How would she know if it's real or fake? How? She's not seen it. She doesn't have it. She's showing Dre on police cam. Please, God, tell me she's... It is disgusting. Okay, so listen, guys. Hold on real quick. I know. Give me 1 second, because I just want to get this out or I'll forget. To show Dre in her time of tragedy and everything is one of the most disgusting things I've seen on this platform in a long time, okay? I could say so much about her showing Dre in that state on the day we all find out that we have confirmation from Yuma, when everyone should be celebrating Dre's innocence, because we have the police, we have DFS, we have all of them, multiple innocence of Dre here, okay? We should all be celebrating, And instead, she's showing Dre in that moment. She's trying to hurt her. She's trying to harm and torture and harass her, right? I hope to God she didn't show Marvon. I hope she doesn't show Marvon, because you know that body cam is going to show Marvon at some point. Whether he's covered up or not, I don't care. If it even shows a frame of Marvon, like, it's already one of the most, like, ultimately disgusting acts ever to even show Dre and the kids. But if she shows Marvon, holy shit. But go ahead, man. Sorry. Whew.
Oh, my thing is this, and this is what makes me irate about her lies, is that she's going to sit there and say, from what they're telling me, that the report is a fake report and all this kind of stuff, but yet she's got the body cam footage that she is claiming is real from the same report. So is the body cam footage a lie too, but you're showing it as if it's real, but you're claiming the report is not real? Like, what?
Down the Rabbit Hole News is live right now. I'm trying to get the title up here. Here we go. DRE MCCRAY cleared by Yuma police. YouTubers lied. Public deserves to know the truth. Yeah, I'm literally very happy that Down the Rabbit Hole News is doing this.
Rabbit, awesome. Rabbit she was in Nonsense's live earlier. And okay, so, yeah. Everybody, there's like 4 or 5 other content creators that were in there and being like, we're going to grab this and run with it. Nonsense, like, you have permission to use my video.
Hell yeah. Hell, same here. Everybody knows that, but of course they're going to use Nonsense as she had it first. I'm just saying, if anyone wants to grab clips, I'm going to allow you, of course. But the point is, you know, the community is trying to do the right thing. If Dre even had a possibility of being anything they even slightly said, we would be telling you. Why would we lie, Molly? This is about Marvon, for fuck's sake. Well, you're going to say we're lying. For what? We're not the ones with some either allegiance or hatred towards Dre. Dre is just another human being to me and everyone else. She went through a tragedy. So yeah, we try to give her a little bit of credence. We try to give her a little bit of leeway because she's dealing with the loss of her husband until he's better. If he ever gets better. As we've heard, as of now, we have no information other than that he's not passed away, like Molly tried to lie and make everyone think, I don't know, a few months ago. He's not passed away, but he's, from what we know, and I'm not reporting this, I'm just telling you what I've been told, is they're trying to get him better. That's all I know. They're still trying to get him better. That's what I've heard.
My lead wanted to know if you're also streaming this on Twitter.
Yes, we're on Twitter at UNIRocktv. And Kathy, you can use emojis in my chat anytime. You're more than welcome to, as many as you want. We love emojis here. We love you guys interacting here. You know, we appreciate you. I mean, damn, man. Fuck. I got so much to show about Chronicles of Olivia tonight too. You know? But this is just like I've already paused my show here. You know what I'm saying? Normally I would be presenting everything I have and then we'd talk, and I just don't even want to go forward. Like, it's so I feel so bad for Marvon and his kids and Dre.
Yes.
I just feel horrible for them. They are being berated by a large group of people. And it's not just Molly. They're being literally hated and berated by this group of people led by the lies of Molly to do it. And Molly is like, hey guys, if I say Dre, she's up there right now and she's like, look, if I say Dre's a bad person, I don't need facts, I don't need proof, I don't need evidence. Everything I say is the truth. If you go against me, who cares? I'm just going to go live and I'm going to attack the hell out of her. If you guys don't want me attacking Dre, maybe you should stop telling the truth about Dre. But this is, if it was Molly, I promise all of you on everything, if Molly was being accused of something and the Popo exonerated her like this, if the same situation was flipped, I'd be sitting here right now telling people that she has been vindicated. There aren't allegiances. I don't know why people act like this, man. I know it wears, when you first get on YouTube, you feel like there's these cliques out there and you can choose to live in that little fantasy, but it's not real. They really don't they only care about who can bring the clout. They don't give a shit about you. They'll throw you away in a snap of a finger if they had to. And you realize real quick that all of that click stuff is just garbage. It's nothing. So like, why would we have an allegiance to Dre? What has Dre ever done for me? Right? I don't know what to say anymore, man.
We didn't even know about her until the fraud raiser was brought up. We had no clue.
Well,
and then someone brought up this fraud raiser, the thing's kind of happening. Well, I know you saw the
Well, I did a video a few weeks before they brought the fraud raiser to us, but it was, you know, an early thing telling people basically about Dre on UNIRock 2. So I did my first video on it, and basically I just said, well, people are saying this about Dre. They're saying that she's like done all this stuff, and then at the same time, the police and everyone else are saying this, so I'm going to go in and look at it. And then we forgot about it because we got busy, and then it was brought into us. We kind of were updating things and everybody. But yeah, you know, I just wanted to be transparent. I did do one video before the fraud raiser was brought to us here. One upload.
That was right. Well, and that's the thing about it, is that we didn't touch it. You touched it in one video. I forgot about it, and only really remember the aspect of when it got caught to the fraud raiser and got brought in. And that's how much you didn't report on this, right?
I mean, if you guys will hit the like button for me, it's just so that hopefully more of our audience, maybe more people on YouTube, will see this stream. Make sure you go hit the like button on Down the Rabbit Hole stream, on Nonsense's stream. Make sure you interact with these videos that of any creator that's out there telling the truth about this. I guess we could kind of go from the beginning. I could kind of sum things up to where we're at right now, and then see if we want to continue somewhere, or if we just want to hang out, or what we want to do. Because man, it'll give us time at least, right?
Apparently she's booming out right now, which is a indicative of the fact that she knows that she's been caught. She knows that she is a liar, and she's showing it because she's getting really angry.
Molly, tell the truth.
They can't.
How many times? Dre
how many times
is
have we said this
real.
about these people? How many times have we said this about these people? We run these people all the time. And all we say is, like, just tell the
Molly.
truth.
What are you doing?
Okay, and then, okay, don't. Okay.
What are you talking about? Dre is literally pale and shaking and devastated in this video. I can tell just by looking at 2 seconds of it. Dre is completely devastated. How does Molly say that it's fake because Dre's not crying? Are you kidding me? She's in shock. I can tell.
They don't know. They don't know. They never saw. Okay. They don't.
She's shaking.
Okay, and
She
then
is literally shaking.
I did not want her.
Yeah. No, she is
normally
100%.
she helps me when she has.
That's shock. That is, you know.
She's beyond crying. She has no tears at this point. Like, she's dry. Her tears are dry at this point. Literally, like, you know what I mean? She's numb. You ever been there? I've been there a couple times, right? Like, you're beyond crying. You're beyond everything. You're literally in shock. You're shaky. You are weak. You feel like you're in a dream. You feel like you're disconnected from reality because you are. You're in shock. Like everything hasn't even hit you. You're hoping to God you wake up any second.
She'll help me.
What is she watching this for?
So it was, and so he.
I'm trying to hear where Molly's like. She's literally sitting here stuffing her fucking face, chomping loud as fuck, and eating all nasty while she's watching this. It is so utterly disrespectful. It is utterly. I'm looking at Molly's stream right now. If you didn't know, but it's utterly.
She is not. She doesn't care. She does not care.
I don't talk about it that much, but I had it happen to my son. I had to give him CPR, and this was I don't even. It's hard to think about. It was like a year before Dre had this happen to her. Luckily, everything was fine with us, but you know, I went through it. You know, I thought he was dead. Like, I saw his face purple. I can see it right now. That's why I don't usually bring it up. But the point is, I know what Dre felt. I don't know what Dre felt. I know what Dre felt for like 2 minutes until I'd, you know, gotten him back to life. I know what she felt while I Well, that, like, until he woke up from when I found out what was up, CPR, a minute or something, 2 minutes or something later. That's all I know how she felt. And that is enough to fucking, you know, give me a small inclination of what Dre's feeling. But I still don't know what she felt because, again, she didn't have the benefit that I did. She didn't have the good scenario that I did. Oh, it's all good, Jessica. No, it's okay. I barely talk about it. It's no biggie. I just relate with Dre. I can't believe Molly's sitting here stuffing her face watching Dre in complete misery. Like, what the fuck?
Apparently she's also claiming that because Dre is having a hard time putting words together that it's not real. That's what Kathy K said in the live chat.
This is the first time that we're seeing this. Everything is redacted. Wherever this case is right now, I will say...
It is over. We have the report. How do you have the body footage, but you don't have the report? Obviously, you having the body footage relates to the fact that of the report that we have. So you've got the body footage and the report. We've got the report, and we most likely have the body footage too. But most likely people aren't sharing it around. Once they realize that Dre's fucking innocent, I'm not supposed to curse. Once they realize Dre's innocent, there's no need for the body cam. What is the need for this body cam, Molly? What? She's innocent. You are lying. You ignored the paperwork that went with the body cam because that paperwork said that Dre is innocent. She's cleared. She's not just fucking cleared. They cleared her. They had all these people call in with all the bullshit you made up and they reinvestigated her. 5 different kinds of investigations and she got cleared. You should be showing both, not just the body cam. You should be showing the report and the body cam if you're going to show the body cam. But because you show the report says she's cleared, why do you show the body cam? Why are you investigating a suicide? Why are you watching a suicide body cam like this? Literally torturing this family. This is sick. I don't get it. Someone in my chat tell me why anyone would be motivated to watch a suicide body cam. Why? What are we watching it for? What's the point? I don't get it. I know I'm bugging, but
no, there is a point. There is a point. And the point is because Molly and her sick and twisted and vile thinking is going to use this as she's doing right now to try to spin a narrative and pick it apart to make Dre once again the bad guy. Because she can't admit that she is absolutely full of shit and a hateful woman and is jealous of Dre and all this kind of stuff. And she knows that she's getting lambasted by you and nonsense and down the rabbit hole. And she knows people are going to see this and they're going to turn on her, which they should. Because she is a vile, vile creature who does not deserve any of this stuff. But yet she's going to attack innocent people.
Sorry, I heard everything you said. Rachel was talking to me. She's going to run to the store. Oh. Fuck.
She is literally doing this because she's mad she got exposed. She's mad that she got exposed as a liar and a fraud and an evil, vile human being. And she's so mad about it. Her ego can't take it that she has to run to LiveStream and go try to pick it apart to make it not real, to make it fake, because she can't handle the fact that she is getting called out.
In that live chat, prayers for Marvan's family while you treat his fucking wife like this. Really? Really? Where's the prayers for Dre? Where's the prayers for Dre? Again, the only reason anyone in Molly's live chat and Molly and the Tragedy Pimps have to sit and punish Dre like this is because Molly said Dre did these things. The police report that we have says that Dre was cleared. She didn't do these things. And you're fucking leading your live chat against Dre. I can't take it. Let's listen to it for a second.
That I've already made my peace with it. I'm not angry. I'm not hateful towards Dre McCray.
Yes, you are. Why are you watching her fucking body cam then?
Oh, God, you...
The last thing she said to me was that she was living her best life.
No, she didn't say that to you. She said it to everybody. She ignored you because of how vile and shitty you are.
I'm going to take her on that. And we're just watching and revisiting this case because...
This case, you're literally taking a family affected by a suicide. Factually. No conspiracies, nothing. You have nothing now. And you're taking the suicide this family has experienced and you are literally making your content out of that suicide. And there's no other way to spin it. You've got lost in your fucking tragedy pimp sauce. You think that you can get up there with these types of murders and shit and show all that shit, okay? Because it's a murder. That's why you can do it. I've never seen anybody pull the fucking body cam of a suicide and try to watch this family should sue the living fuck out of you. YouTube should ban you now. What are they doing? What are you doing, YouTube? How does YouTube let somebody broadcast a suicide body cam? I swear I'm not going to find a lot of other videos like this on YouTube. Someone in my chat, please God, tell me. Lord Almighty, in my chat, somebody tell me why, and I mean it so that I can get off this fucking thing here. Why do you go and pull the body cam footage of a family that is suffering from the father committing suicide or attempting? And why do you watch it on your YouTube channel while being disrespectful, nasty, and shitty to Dre? Someone in my chat tell me what the point of watching the suicide cam footage is, please, so that I can shut up, because I'm losing my shit. I never go off, though, okay? I try never to go off. I should just end my stream, but I'm not. I'm gonna fucking go off for the first time in a long minute. Okay. Let's imagine that the news covers a suicide, right? I've never seen the news cover a suicide and then show body cam footage. I've never seen a YouTuber do it. I've never seen any human being ever go grab body cam footage of a suicide and then monetize it on their YouTube channel live while hating on the family members. I don't give a shit which family member. Literally, she's been cleared. She didn't do any of the bad stuff that allows you to treat her the way you do. So now all that shit, all the stuff that you put on Dre is you just being evil. Molly will be roasted alive tomorrow, says Peggy. I hope that creators will say something, man, because it's been me nonsense down the rabbit hole saying something. Heels, all the good people that have said something. I would hope other people would jump in on this shit because, like, we need some other creators to be like, what the fuck is this?
Bad Apple wanted me to tell you it's part of her sadistic nature we will never understand.
You're right, R-Top, and you're right. You guys are right. It is, but is there? There isn't, right? That's the answer. There isn't. Guys, if you see their live chat say something shitty, take a screenshot and put it in general so that we can look at what they're saying in her live chat about this. Because it's a public live chat. No, nobody go over there. Nobody fucking, you can't. She's got it locked up, so it doesn't matter. Like, none of us can go over there. Her chat's locked up, but I would never tell you to go to another creator's channel. Though, if you're watching and you see something in the chat that you think I'd want to see, drop it in general. Kelly just dropped one. I'll look at it in a second. I can't think, I'm going to move on from this, but I cannot think of a single reason that anyone would watch the body cam of a suicide that has the family members being interviewed, other than to harass the family members. It's literally it. I've never seen the news do it. I've never seen other YouTubers do it. I've never seen anybody. I've never even heard someone say the words, oh my God, that family member committed suicide. Hey, let's pull the body cam footage and watch it. That has never been uttered in the history of mankind until now with Molly Golightly. Nate, am I off point here, Navy? Tell me, please. Smack me around. Help me here.
No. Yeah, no, you're right. And
like, I swear to God, if anyone did say, hey, guess what? Hey, Uni. Hey, PewDiePie. Hey, any YouTuber on the planet other than Molly and the Tragedy Pimps. Yo, I've got body cam footage. Oh, yeah? Of what? A weird police pullover moment? No, it's a family that's mourning due to their husband committing suicide. Why would anyone say, please give it to me? I'm going to show it on my stream right now if they're not just pure, literal evil. Ugh. Rachel Wolf, oh my goodness. I don't know if you want to watch this one while you're at work, but you're more than welcome to be here. I love you for being here. Thank you for being here. We're all going through this shit show together. It's just one of them days, y'all. And I really didn't want to go live tonight. I really didn't want to. Go ahead, maybe. I'm sorry.
I just want to put this out right fast because people have been asking in the chat. The thing is, so as far as we know, right, Vaughn is still with us. Okay. I know people were asking. As far as we know,
because I'm about to pop. I'm about to bust.
I know, but as far as we know, I just want to make it clear. As far as we know, Vaughn is still with us. He's still being taken care of by his wife,
in a
surrounded by family
facility.
members.
Yeah,
Yes.
like a hospice kind of facility. I'm not saying hospice. I'm saying a hospice. He has access to nurses, doctors, and Dre from the last thing we heard. I'm sorry, Navy. The reason why I'm upset is because we've got where Molly turned on subscriber only mode. And someone says, great job, mods, because they banned somebody who said, Molly, Dre has been exonerated. The police have cleared her completely. She's innocent. And they banned all of them that said that. Then someone says, she was putting oil, spit, and even mushrooms on him. And then someone says, why is she not in jail? Then someone says, not worried about her husband at all. Is Marvin still something shed at this point? Like, this person, you're just gross. Like, wow, you must have a very mean life or something, like, to say these things in chat. My God.
This is the first time.
Because they're not trolling. If they were just trolling, that'd be one thing. I can be like, okay, people say mean things when they're trolling. They're serious.
Justin and I are being able to watch this police.
Justin and I.
Footage. And I think that.
Oh, I'm going to get stupid if I stay live. I always go off. I literally shut my stream down. I ain't like Molly. When I start getting pissed, I shut my stream down. So, guys, you're about to see me in rare form if I don't shut my stream off here soon.
Seeing what happened on that morning on May 23rd of.
Why? It is a freaking confirmed suicide. Navy, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to get through 32.6 seconds of this without pausing it and asking the question of why anyone would watch suicide body cam footage.
It is literally not healthy to listen to her talk. Like,
It's
mentally
not
healthy at all.
It's not mentally healthy. It's not good. Like, I mean, there's no wonder her live chat is so vitriolic and nasty because, I mean, shit.
I mean, she literally went live to try to pick this apart after the cops have come out and have cleared her. She's literally gone live to try to pick this apart to maintain her narrative, to maintain her monetary flow over this. And it's not even a case. She's like, oh, this case. It wasn't a case.
I'm gonna throw my headphones. I'm gonna out. I'm losing my mind. Okay, let's hear the beginning of her live stream. I'm gonna pause it a lot. Telling you, guys don't like that I pause things a lot. I understand if you leave, but I'm gonna pause it a lot, and I'm not gonna watch any of the body cam footage. So we're gonna jump off of this before then. How much you want to bet she fucking privates this the minute it's over? How much you want to bet? Okay, vote in the chat before I hit play. Here's the poll.
People got it. People are already getting it. Yeah, I mean, she's.
Oh no, it'll be up tomorrow. I hope to God the clip channels put this whole fucking thing up tomorrow. Blurring out the body footage. I know it'd be a task, but wait. How fast will Molly delete her live ? I'm giving you 4 options. Within 4 to 6 hours, within 1 to 3 hours, 1 hour, or the last option is going to be 13 seconds. Let me know. That question that I'm asking you is, how fast is she going to delete this live? If you think she's not going to delete it, just don't vote, because I forgot to put, I'm pissed. I can't help it.
So I was in a rush to come home. I got to speak to a young lady who I've known for quite some time, and she told me that she had put in a request. I knew she put in that request, and sure enough, they got back to her. So
yes, you're admitting the same shit that we have is what you have. You've seen the same report, and the body cam footage. You chose not to show the report. Did she show the freaking report? She didn't show the report. She didn't. It's not there.
Oh,
Molly.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
So just in case you just tuned in, okay, a member of the community put in a request to get all of the data, all of the police investigation about DRE MCCRAY and Marvon, and to get it, they pulled everything. There were 35 pages of a report that completely clears DRE MCCRAY over and over and over again. It clears her in the beginning. It clears her after they get this stuff. They reinvestigate and clear her. After they get this, they clear her. Multiple agencies clear DRE MCCRAY in the report that Molly has. Okay? So we've got a report and we've got body cam footage. All of us don't touch the body cam footage because the police report confirms it's not a murmur. It's not any abuses, nothing. It's a literal suicide. And so we don't want the body cam. None of us share the body cam. Molly, though, instead of sharing the report and the body cam, which is what she got, because the report exonerates DRE, it says she did nothing wrong, she doesn't show the report on purpose and then plays the body cam footage if you just showed up. That's why we're all pissed. She is willingly hiding the fact that DRE has been completely cleared of everything and trying to convince people of something else and showing the body cam. Also, many people, not prompted by me, nonsense, or anyone else that I know, I can clear us, but lots of people, most likely by their own volition, went into her chat because she has it on subscriber only mode so that no one, like I can't go in, I'm not subscribed. Some of you went in and told her the report that comes with the body cam footage clears DRE. She didn't do it. She's cleared. Molly deleted everyone that said that from the chat because she doesn't want her audience to know that this report is a body cam footage and a report. It's not just the footage. You literally are deceiving everyone so that you can keep throwing nails at DRE. So you can, she's wringing the last drips of money out of DRE MCCRAY and out of the lies she told about DRE. She's wringing that last little bit out.
We'll go over to my Facebook and we're going to look at just a couple of little pictures from, did they load? Did I even put them on my Facebook? She certainly had a pretty big following and she was very lucky to have the following that she got because
No, she earned that following. What do you mean she's lucky? You're lucky. You sapped her following by lying about DRE. That's how you went from 20K up to where you are now. You gained, what, 60,000 plus people from lying about DRE MCCRAY. The police report, the report that we all have, that you have, shows that you lied about DRE. And you're still lying about DRE. So you are lucky that you have 80-some thousand or whatever you have subs. Because DRE was live every day for years doing family vlog content, earning her subs. So what do you mean she's lucky?
With me and Justin talking about this case, a lot of her followers ended up becoming my followers.
Because you lied. At least you admit it. Thank Christ you admit it. I can't believe you would admit it. Yes. If you convince DRE's followers that she is out there trying to murmur her husband and starve her kids and abuse her kids, they might sub to you because they think you're telling the truth. That is literally why you're trying to protect your audience so hard from seeing the report and knowing the truth. That's why. Because you know that if they only sub to you, as you just admitted, because they found out that DRE was doing all the things you lied and told them she was doing, what are they going to do when they find out she's innocent? With the police and other agents, you can't even say that the police are corrupt. It was more agencies than just the popo. I can't react to this. It'll be boring.
Subscribers, my Patreons, my friends, and they told me collectively the same story.
No, they didn't.
You're a lying
What?
piece of shit.
They did not. So DRE's own followers literally come to you and all of them tell you that Dre did all these things. And that's why you did what you did, huh? You're lying. You are the one that convinced everybody all of these things about Dre. The other creators out there that repeated your narrative piggybacked off you. We've proved it. See, this is why I do my content. It sucks to do it because we go live every night and we document what's going on so that they can't gaslight. Because look at her trying to say that she got all of the info because all of Dre's followers subbed to her and told her what Dre was up to. You told them the lies that you made up about Dre, and that's why they subbed to you. So that does not make sense, and the proof is on this channel. We've got it all documented. You can't lie. Well, you can, but the proof is gonna delete your lie.
That she was amazing. Thank you so much, Southern Charm. I appreciate that. Yes, I will not.
I'm sure you do because you're making money off Dre. Like, how do you sleep at night, man? If you weren't withholding the truth about Dre being cleared, you might be able to sleep at night. Nobody be bitching at you here, right? But you won't tell them that she's been cleared. I just proved it. Didn't she say that the police report's fake, Navy? Isn't that what she said? Didn't you say that?
Oh, not only that, but she was like later on, apparently, according to the live chat, because of the way Dre was reacting, it's all fake, right?
Yeah, so she said the report's fake. The report and the body cam are the same thing. Body cam is part of the report.
Yeah.
Not make no money off this video unless I get donations. This will be an unmonetized video because it has to be.
You what? 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 I can't do it, y'all. My hands are trying to throw my headphones across the room, but I don't have enough money to buy a new pair of headphones, so I can't do it. Yeah. I don't give a shit if you get 40,000 views off this video. You will make hardly anything in ad revenue, and you know it. So the fact that you have memberships and super chats turned on and your pay link going through is you monetizing this video. You just lied. You just lied, and I just saved my headphones from ultimate doom because I almost threw my damn headphones. How do you say what you say? How do you say you didn't monetize this? Look right there. You not only have a fucking super chat on the screen when you said it, but you got all your pay links scrolling by. That's called the literal definition of monetization.
The Marvon name is bad. You can't put in your this will. Thank you so much, Southern.
I gotta hear it again. I can't believe it just came out of. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I need to go offline. I need to go offline because I'm gonna flip out, dude.
Bro.
That she was amazing. Thank you so much, Southern Charm. I appreciate that. Yes, I will not make no money off this video unless I get donations.
You are a liar.
Oh.
You lying sack of shit bridge troll. You're so.
I can't talk. I'm just gonna.
She literally thinks everybody is this damn stupid. Like we're all this stupid to think, oh well, she turned off monetization. She's not gonna make any money off of this.
Thank you for the money. Thank you for the super chat. I'm not monetizing this video.
Donations. This will be an unmonetized video because it has to be.
What? Oh my god!
Marvon name is bad. You can't.
I feel like I got somebody telling me that we live on Pluto. I don't know, like that the sun is made of cheese. I feel like what the.
Put in your thing. You won't make shit. So, but it doesn't matter. I'm just here to tell you what happened. If you're new.
Wait, no. You lied again. You're not telling anybody what happened. You're lying. If you tell them what happened, you would read the report that says, right? I can't even
show the report, Molly. Hashtag show the report.
I can't even form words. The Yuma PD has determined there is insufficient evidence to show that Marvon was prompted in his decision to harm himself or was assisted. It was suggested in the course of the investigation that Andrea facilitated it and all this other. All of this says what I read in the beginning of this stream. Andrea is innocent. The police said Andrea's innocent. They said that she's innocent so many damn times. So that with the do hit play because I'm not making sense anymore.
We'll just catch you up. Hey, Gork.
You know what happened? Her reality check bounced.
Very likable girl.
Dude, that's a really good one, dude.
I stole it from somebody else, but it is
That's
good.
good,
That's why I
dude.
wanted to say it.
That's good. You got to keep that one, okay? Next time anything like this happens, you got to keep that one. That was fucking good shit.
And then somewhere along the way,
Sorry, I told you guys. I've already paused. I'm not doing my show. There's no show tonight. This is too insane. And we're just hanging out watching what's going on because I can't do a show like this. I'm incapable. It's
her
mind-boggling.
audience saw it, and everybody else saw it, and something changed in her.
I'm going to throw my headphones and I'm going to swing them around like I'm taking my shirt off, riding the back of a freaking bull, and I'm trying to get freaky with all y'all, okay? I'm riding that bull like swinging my damn, undershirt around here. My headphones are going to suffer tonight. She lied again. Her check came back insufficient reality. I like it, Doc. I like it.
You would figure with the fucking Mr. Magoo glasses that she's wearing that she'd be able to see that she's exposed, right?
Okay, you got to listen to what she just... I can't believe it, but we got to hear this.
Tell you what happened if you're new, or just catch you up. Hey, Gork. Thank you so much, Southern Charm. I appreciate that.
Oh my God, I can't even get past 10 seconds.
Yes, I will not make no money off this video unless I get donations. This will be
lie.
An unmonetized video because it has to be.
Lie. Two lies.
The Marvin name is bad. You can't put it in your thing. You won't make shit. So, but it doesn't matter.
The Marvin name is bad. Hope says she also has chat on subscriber only mode, not monetizing my ass. Oh, I know, Hope. The Marvin name is what?
No, because it has to be. The Marvin name is bad. You can't put it in your...
The Marvin name is bad. Everything that comes out of your mouth just sounds horrible.
Thing you won't make shit. So, but it doesn't matter.
You can't put it in your thing, which is your tags, title, and description. You won't make shit, but it doesn't matter. I don't even need to say it. I don't even need to commentate.
I'm just here to tell you what happened if you're new.
There's another lie. I'm here to tell you what happened. You're lying about what happened. You're lying about what happened.
We'll just catch you up. Hey, Gork.
No, you're not going to catch anyone up. What, did she say paperwork?
Can't put it in your thing. You won't make shit. So, but it doesn't matter. I'm just here to tell you what happened if you're
Hold up. I think she just outed herself.
New, or just catch you up. Hey, Gork.
She either said, hey, Bork, or paperwork. Maybe she said, hey, Bork.
Very likable girl. And then somewhere along the way, her audience saw it, and everybody else saw it, and something changed in her.
Yes. Yes. Something changed in Dre along the way. And you know when it was? You know when it was? It was the night of that body cam footage. I've actually watched with my audience an incredible amount of hours of her content, unlike you. You were selectively showing edited clips, a lot of them that were just fake as fuck, literally fake. I proved it. We all put the time in and watched all of her videos, Dre's videos. It's all on this channel still. So I know when Dre changed. It's in that clip. And for you to say this is sickening.
She tried that Dr. Sebi diet, which was like an alkaline vegan diet.
Okay, Molly. Okay, listen closely to me. The vegan diet that she is on is almost identical, other than one small thing, to every vegan diet. You are literally talking about all vegans when you say things about her vegan diet. Also, I did streams and content where I went through the videos of her feeding her kids, which were countless hours, and showed what kind of food she fed them. She was a normal vegan. Alkali vegans, literally, is it that they eat a lot of acid or they avoid acid? Do you know, Navy? It's one or the other. They either eat a lot of acid.
I have no clue. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think they avoid acidic. Alkali vegans. In my opinion, I think The alkaline diet is plant-based. Similar to vegan, it doesn't allow for animal proteins, including meat, egg, or dairy. So it's literally the most popular form of veganism. And you just don't get it. It literally, people who follow a vegan diet can get sufficient nutrition from plant-based proteins. Instead of eating any protein whatsoever, like an egg or milk or cheese or something, an alkali, and I'm looking on Google for fuck's sake. This is Google. They will get the tofu and all those products that replace the protein in their diet. But then again, that is 90% of all vegans. So when you talk shit on Dre's vegan diet, I've proven this beyond any shadow of a doubt. You're talking shit on the majority of vegans in the world. And if you look at the percentage, and let's just go to California, one little state out there, percentage of vegans in California. Well, they say Hawaii is the most vegan friendly, and with a slightly lower search volume and a number of vegan restaurants per 1 million than Nevada, California ranks very high with a growing trend in both data sets. It's also a state that has offers to vegans who want to grow their circle of vegan friends through organized meetups. I don't, it's not, look, if you look, you'll see it, but it's like 30 or 40% of people in, I don't know if it was LA or a county in Cali are the same kind of vegans that Dre is. But you don't do this kind of content. You don't fact check. You know why you don't fact check? Because it's boring. You sit and talk about how, oh, I get all these views off of Dre's audience. Like she said at the beginning of this, I took Dre's subs from her. Literally is what she said in the beginning of this. I didn't. Okay? I literally went live and did what I had to do to fact check all of this. And yeah, it's not that popular when you do that. Some of it is, some of it isn't. You won't do the unpopular thing. Even if it means you providing your audience with the content they need to understand the situation. If it's not, clickable, if it ain't clickbait, you ain't doing it.
And
I already told you
right
I'm not going to be
fast.
able to get through this. Go ahead, bro.
Our top says Molly's going for broke. She knows she'll lose it all if she doesn't do damage control. Hope she'll get enough ignorant viewers to throw her money and praise her. I've seen this before. It's a desperation play, like Titus Frost.
You said it. I was about to say it, our top, just like him and just like some of the other Q guys. Remember, we completely busted them, and like one of them was live and got busted while he was live. And they did the same thing Molly's doing. They tried to just write it and write it and write it and milk every dime they could before they got banned off the platform. So I don't know if Molly's going to get banned. I think she is. I've told you that a million times, but she's definitely milking it. She's definitely milking it until the day.
everything in her life progressively kind of got worse.
You're lying. Everything in her life got better. Her and Marvon got skinnier and healthier. Her children were happy. They were happy vegans. They loved it. One of them, right before this happened, was talking to Dre about doing the same thing she does and opening a vegan food truck. And literally planning all of this as a I was going to say preteen, but I think she's an actual teenager at that point. And so, like, you don't have, I can call to examples in Dre's life that you can fact check me on by going to Dre's Facebook and YouTube and watching the streams that I'm recalling to, right? Because I've memorized all of this. I have to if I'm going to do the story. You, though, will not tell us why you're saying this. Why are you saying her life fell apart? Her life fell apart that night. If you look progressively at the challenges they faced as a family, it was harder earlier on. It's almost like they got adjusted. It's almost like they came together and were doing good. Marvon doing what he did is it's a symptom of humanity. It happens. No one can stop it, Molly. If you could stop what Marvon did, you'd be a millionaire. You'd be solving an enormous amount of humanity's sadness. Like, we don't know why people do it. There are people that are literally rich. They have everything they'd ever want. They're in love with someone. They've got children. They're perfectly happy, and they do it. They just do it. It's a mental illness. You act like he's You act like Dre was so bad that she pushed her family away. She brought them together. Like, what do you just can't do this shit.
And her behavior started to change, and it kind of affected not only
How?
the way she looked. Thank you so much. Hey, I'll take a like. I'll take a like. Thank you, Gina.
You're making this up. You know how you can tell you're making this up? Because you're not calling to examples. I will. Go ahead. I'll debunk you live. Go ahead.
Started to look very skinny, gaunty.
You what the fuck, man? Why do you do the things you do to your face? Those treatments and shit, right? You are trying through the things you do to yourself, those treatments, to make yourself look like her. Right? You're saying that she was too skinny. I've watched the woman shove food down her throat 6 times a day for weeks while she was that skinny. You're acting like she wasn't eating or something. Have you ever seen a vegan? I know a lot of them. A lot of them are skinny. I don't know that. I can't say I know. Oh, I do know one vegan that has a little weight on him. I do. I'm not going to say who it is. I don't want him to get mad at me. But, you know, he actually is a little bit of a chubby vegan. I know one out of the legion of vegans out there.
Her hair was falling out. She had a very unhealthy look.
What the fuck are you her hair was falling out. I mean, every woman has their hair fall out when they brush their hair, when they take a shower.
Oh.
Like, what are you... Dre was not going bald. Is that what you're trying to say?
No,
Go
Villanova is telling me in the live chat that Molly is trying to prove she's right by pointing out what she claims are inconsistencies in the evidence.
Oh, shit. Is she doing it live? Is that the fucking shed? Is that the shed?
Yes, and apparently she got real happy when they saw the rope.
You guys we got somebody recording this, right?
Oh, there's several
people.
people screen recording. I've seen the live chat. There are several people screen recording it right now.
Me and Menace are going to be busy the next few days. We're going to be real fucking busy the next few days. I'm already backed up. I've got 3 fucking videos that I'm working on about these people, and now they're going to get pushed down for this. She did it. She fucking did it. She shows the body cam of the rope. She shows the body cam of where he's laying. She shows the body cam of Dre completely devastated. She's debunking herself in real time. She's debunking herself in real time. How do you show this? And she can't
help herself. She cannot help herself. She has to go out there and show this stuff, not showing the report, but show these videos and then try to pick them apart like we were talking about earlier, prove that she was right. And all she's doing is proving how much of a vile shitlord she is.
Let's hear what she's saying.
You can ask.
Oh, by the way, she is literally actively at this moment, at this live moment that I'm seeing. I don't know if I'm 5 or 10 seconds ahead or behind of you. If you're looking at Molly's stream, she's stuffing her face.
Remember what we looked at?
Of course she is.
She is talking with a giant chunk of food in her cheek, like a chipmunk.
The beam, yeah. We looked at that beam.
Yeah, you said that it couldn't hold her. I have the video. You said, I'm sorry, that the rope, that the shed couldn't have held him. I said you were lying, and now you've got the video and it proves it.
How about this?
I can hear her mouth smacking.
Someone said red shoes, I think.
How?
Red shoes. So you showed his shoes? Is that what you're saying?
That's right? I remember that. Who remembers when Adrian said that when you go into the military, one of the things they show you is ropes?
Oh my God.
Wait, what? What is she talking about?
We climb ropes. We, in air assault, learn to hook the ropes coming off of a helicopter to the equipment and shit.
If you're in the Navy, and you go through as a bosun's mate, right? Yes, you get shown the different types of ropes and all this kind of stuff that happens. It doesn't happen to everybody. You're an idiot. He was a Marine.
Oh, I don't know. I can't do this, Navy.
If she cut it from the top, like she said, shouldn't there be 2 pieces?
Listen to this dumbass. Do you see what Justin and Molly are doing? They are literally pissed because they know we're going to take the video from back when of them lying about all of this, and then we're going to take the video of them looking at this body cam, and we're going to show you how they can't admit when they're wrong. They can't admit that they were wrong about the shed. They were wrong about everything. They can't admit that Dre's innocent. They can't admit anything. They won't even tell their audience that the police have cleared Dre, what was it, 7 times that we know of in that one report. Might have been 5. I'm just, guessing. I'm recalling back to what we read. I haven't read it that many times. But yeah, it was right around there. Ooh, I can hear every smacky chew that she's doing because she's doing it right in the microphone.
I wish I would have studied forensics.
Like if it was tied up here, shouldn't it be, you cut it here, right? Or wherever. There should be 2 pieces.
Such an idiot. You're such an idiot, Justin. How do you know there's not? How do you know the police didn't take it for evidence? What are you saying?
They're not.
Oh, I'm not going to show it, Hope, but yeah. It's definitely trigger warning-ish. I'll put it in my description. Thank you. Let me put it in my description. I would put it in my... You know what? I'm going to take out the whole Chronicles of Olivia part of my title. So we're going to do the Chronicles of Olivia stuff either tomorrow or whenever. The next time we can stream... The next topic is the Chronicles of Olivia stuff. It ties to Molly a lot. I'm going to put trigger warning. I just erased in my title because these things are kind of evolving tonight. And I'm going to put trigger warning in the front of my title here. Because they are getting very disgusting. They're going into extreme details. Okay, Justin, Molly, I got a question for you. I gotta get back. I gotta turn back into UNIRock for a minute. Jason, go away. UNIRock, come here. Why are you guys looking at the body cam footage of a suicide scene, breaking it down, questioning it? Why? How do you know anything more than the cops know? You're not there. What in the hell? Why are you doing this? You look like fools. In fact, I'm kind of glad you're doing it because you look like fools. You really do look really bad right now. You just can't stop giving us reason after reason after reason of starting up our damn streams and talking about what you're doing. I've never seen anyone do this shit on YouTube. You guys are an animal all your own.
Let me read this right fast. CASHAPP, Justice Family Organization, says CAD stands for Computer Aided Dispatch and is a printout of the information transmitted to the officers from the dispatch with respect to any particular call the police handled.
Definitely. Ooh. Make sure that my title updated because I just hit the wrong button. Didn't realize I was still, normally I'm on point, y'all. I didn't realize I was still highlighting my title. Okay, saved it.
It's kind of hard to be on point right now, Uni, and I get it. And everybody understands this. It's a very triggering stream. It's something that needs to be called out because of the fact that they are taking tragedy pimphood to the next level.
Rachel.
By running and doing this, and it's sick and it's vile. And the fact that they think it's a good idea to come over here and try to take it apart as if somehow they know better than the damn Yuma Police Department on what they've done, just because they're angry that they are wrong about everything. And the fact is, hold on.
Not only does the report that they are refusing to show, somebody should hold on. I wonder if do we know anyone who actually communicates to Molly in any way?
Anyone that we talked to who ever had an association with Molly has left that association a long time ago because they realized exactly who she was. Otherwise, they wouldn't be talking to us.
Because I want, like right now, because she's live, we're live, I'd like to send her an email, a message or something and say, Molly, you are ignoring the report that proves Dre is innocent.
She knows. She knows.
I know she knows, but it's like I get these like things in my head that pop up, and
I
I'm
know,
like,
Bubba, I know.
it's like
I know.
I can't fathom. I can't fathom the level of insanity that a YouTuber, that anybody, fuck YouTube, fuck it, anyone, for any reason, would say to themselves, hey, I'm going to go scrutinize the body cam footage as if Dre is still lying, Dre is still responsible, Dre is still evil. I'm going to let my chat shit on Dre like crazy without correcting them. When the body cam footage came with a report from Yuma, PD, and DCS and all these different agencies that Dre has been cleared, I don't even know how, like, Dre has been scrutinized so hard through this. If she would have stepped wrong, they would know. They would have charged her. If she would have done anything wrong to any degree, she would have a charge. There's just no way around it.
On that rope wasn't a
Well,
slip.
apparently Molly is now saying that Dre got lucky with dumb cops. That's what Kathy P was telling me in the live chat.
Oh, I would love to have a timestamp. Like, I would love to hear that. Let's see if we can find her saying it. Let me put them on 2x speed and let's listen for them to say something. Here, 1.5, and let's see if they say something fucked. Let's do that. But I'm going to have to pause it a lot, y'all. I have to. I have to pause it and give commentary.
Forever. There should be 2 pieces.
Hey, if you want to support my stream, make sure you like, make sure you're subscribed, all that garbage. I can at least put that out there, can't I?
The knot on that rope wasn't a slip knot. Yeah. So
He's a Marine.
exactly. He should know how to do knots.
Oh, so yeah, the knot on the rope isn't a slip knot, but you're admitting that when you go into the military, you're taught to tie a bunch of different knots. So for some reason, if it's not a slip knot, Dre did it. Is that what you're trying to say? Because that is what you're implying. Literally, you're putting on an act right now that you're implying Dre still, or she's trying to cast doubt, isn't she? She's trying to cast doubt on what they're looking at so that they can still say that Dre is somewhat responsible. That's what both of them are doing. They're sick. They both are sick. Justin almost got out of everyone's line of sight because everybody was like, oh, he's breaking away from Molly. He's still making mistakes, but he's breaking away from Molly. And now look at him. He's right back there being like he's literally trumping every disgusting act he's done.
Adrian said that he knows how to tie a noose. He said everyone knows how to tie a noose. I said, excuse me, I don't know how to tie no noose.
Yeah, but
And he goes,
in the military. If you're in the military, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what he said. Does anybody have anybody, were you in the military? Where's Navy vet? Navy vet for the broken. Are you here? Did you learn how to tie knots?
Why? What in the hell does that mean? So you're saying that if knots were learned in the branch in the Marines where Marvon was, what does it matter? Any human being can tie a knot however they want. What does it matter? I'm literally like,
Anyone? How tall is she? God knows. How tall is he? I think he was 5'11". No.
she is very small. He is very big.
No, he was 6'1". I think he was 6'1". Here.
Elle's husband. Elle's
Where the hell did that music come from? What in the hell? Oh, there it is. I got it. I got it. Yeah, I crashed. My PC was telling me to fucking stop watching them for a minute. My PC just revolted against Molly. My PC said, I'm not keeping this stream going if you're going to listen to her, is what my PC just said. I want to talk to my audience. I want to talk to the live chat.
Well, I think Busy was just going crazy.
Yeah, Busy just crashed us because he's like, screw Molly, dur, dur, dur. I can't impersonate him. I try, but I want to know what my audience is thinking, honestly, before I do anything
Oh my
else.
God, Villanova says they just showed the stretcher. Jesus.
So they are showing his fucking body. Jesus H.
I know. So I want to say one thing right fast, if it's all right, Uni.
Yeah.
I know this stuff is triggering, and so trigger warning to all this stuff that's happening. But part of the reason why we are letting people know exactly the depravity of what she's going to is because it needs to be put out there how bad these people are. And I do apologize if anything we say is super triggering to somebody. It's not our intent, but the thing is that this has to be shown to what depth they're willing to go to, so that anybody out there who has an inkling of still supporting these vile human beings know what they're getting into.
Let me I'm just gonna go ahead and come in, okay? Like a reset here. Because we got knocked off of our stream flow by the just absolute evil that we were shown here. I wish I could say it a different way. I can't. Let me try to tell everybody what's going on, make sure everybody's caught up. Maybe let me community tab tell people that we're gonna stream a little longer here. Because I know some people were probably like, Uni just kicked his computer and shut down his stream, so he ain't coming back, is what some people said. All right. We are still live. Restarted. Yes, they are showing Marvon's stretcher and more vile things, and we are live trying to wrap our heads around this. The police report proved Gray innocent and cleared her many times. They chose not to tell anyone that and play body cam footage instead, while trying to keep convincing people of the LARP, the lie they created about Ray. Okay, so I just posted to the community tab. For any of you that just got here, or if anyone wonder why we're sitting here in like just kind of shocked, we started a stream, and tonight was going to be about Chronicles of Olivia, which she's getting a stream about a water bottle. She's getting a stream about the video she deleted, and she's getting a stream about a few other things that I need to put out there. But when we came in, Nonsense had gone live with several choice pages of the investigation report into Marvon McCray. And Nonsense had shown that basically all the lies LATISHA, Molly, Justin, and LB and them put out, after the initial investigation cleared Dre, they went back in and reinvestigated Dre for everything Molly said, from hanging Marvon to starving the kids to poisoning him to drugging him, and they reinvestigated. They said additional... You got to read the report. It's in the beginning of this stream, but you get me. Now, after Nonsense shows all this, I decide, okay, I'm going to go live. We're going to talk about this report, and then we're going to go into the Olivia stuff. We're like, okay, we'll just update everybody, right? But mysteriously, right after I schedule my stream, Molly rushes live. So I start to stream, and peeps in the chat start telling me that Molly, which we're talking about how she's doing damage control, right? Because she was in the beginning of the stream. And basically, you guys were updating me saying, yeah, she's lying on Dre. She's still saying disgusting things about Dre, all this. And Molly kind of surprised everybody by pulling up the body cam footage, while not telling everybody, of course, that Dre is innocent. The Yuma PD and all of them. See, because it's a different tone. You go and you look at this, they are literally watching the body cam footage of a suicide. There's no mystery. There's no murder. There's no true crime, right? It's a sick man harming himself. And instead of them understanding that they are questioning this sick man's, mentally ill overcame him and he did this to himself. They are still treating this like it's true crime. They're still sitting here trying to question it while they have the report right in front of them. That report also shows, if you look a little deeper at it, what Nonsense showed on Nonsense's channel. That report also shows that this kind of thing was known in the very beginning. And it was around the 8th when they started to close the additional investigations into Dre. That's literally proves that Molly and her lies and LATISHA and them on there doing that shit you guys remember caused all of her audience to call the Yuma PD and send all this stuff to the Yuma PD, wasted the Yuma PD's time, wasted their resources on another investigation. They called CPS on Dre, for God's sakes, successfully managed to get an investigation into Dre from CPS. And then CPS comes back and says she didn't do anything wrong. And instead of them telling their audience, they're lying to their audience. They are withholding the information. We are live telling you the truth. We showed you the report. Go ahead, Navy. Go ahead. I was just trying to sum it up.
No, and I apologize for this, but Darlene Adcock in the live chat says that apparently LB is going to show the body cam footage on her stream later. I wonder if she's going to show the report.
Bro, I wonder if she's going to show both the report and the body cam. Because thank God, let's get the Band-Aid ripped off. If this doesn't motivate everyone in the community to tag team YouTube with us after they're done with all this garbage in a day or two, and make sure that we get enough tags on Twitter for Team YouTube to investigate what's going on, I don't know. This is it. This is our last chance. This will be the last time that we can get everyone in the community together to go do this with us. So that's going to have to be our goal. We're going to have to get a hold of Nonsense, down the rabbit hole, and they don't even have to go live. They could literally, we all just post it on our community tab and tell everybody. As long as we creators do it all at the same time on the community tab, and we tell our audiences, hey, please today go to Twitter and do this. I am confident that we can get Team YouTube to actually look at what's happened. So we'll at least try that.
I just want to say this again for anyone who may be coming in late, not sure. All the things that Molly and Justin and LB have claimed that Dre did, she has been 100% cleared of by the Yuma police. 100%
Absolutely.
Cleared.
Here it
100%
is right here.
cleared. Make that,
put it on the screen.
yeah,
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Right there.
She has been 100% cleared, and they are lying about her. They are choosing to continue this lie. They're choosing to continue to try to drag her name through this. And we're not Dre fans. I didn't even know who she was until this popped up, right? But the thing is, though,
that's what
the evidence coming from the cops is that she is 100% cleared of any of this wrongdoing that they keep claiming she is doing.
I'm going to tweet this.
Part of.
I'm going to fucking tweet this right now. But yeah, man, that's what it is.
Villanova says that they're saying right now, Justin and Molly are addressing the report saying it doesn't matter. It does matter because it exposes you with the lying pieces of shit that you are.
So why are they addressing the fucking report then? Like, is it because they're listening to us or some shit? Well, here
they're not addressing the report. They're not showing the report.
You just said that they addressed it and said that it doesn't matter.
According to Villanova just told me that but what they're doing is they're addressing the report without showing the report, which
How do
is
I tag?
bullshit.
I know, but they're saying it doesn't matter. That's the main thing, and I'm going to prove that it does right now. I'm going to prove that it does right now. Can I? Does anybody know Molly's @ on Twitter? I'll tag her. I'll prove it.
That I'm gonna dumbass trollbridge.com.
All right. So here's why this matters, Justin and Molly. This is why you're actively lying to your audience, and it's why you're doing it to demonize Dre and keep the lie going that you've been pushing. Also, you have this report because the body cam footage and this report are the same thing. It's the body cam footage is part of this. So anyway, this says Dre was innocent in the beginning. He was cleared. It says that additional information came in. And they restarted investigations. They re-investigated her, and she was cleared. They reinvestigated her based on all the shit that Molly told her audience to send to the detectives. I viewed all the videos and found nothing criminal pertaining to this case. The following are the links to the videos I watched. This is the investigator. This says right here, the Yuma police has determined there is insufficient evidence to show that Marvon was prompted in his decision to harm himself or was assisted. Every lie you guys have told is addressed in the report. It says after your lies are addressed as lies, it then says that Dre is innocent. It says that they even reports of child neglect concerning the McCray children were investigated by DSS in Tucson. The Yuma PD has concluded the investigation. It's over. Molly acted like it was still ongoing. It says just the medications administered to McCray by Andrea caused him to have seizures. Review of the medical records show that this isn't true and blah, blah, blah. It's all right here. I just tweeted it on Twitter at UNIRocktv so that you can have this page. You can get this page from Nonsense's last stream. They are doing this maliciously. They have intent. They have intent to withhold the truth, to withhold the proof, because it will damage them financially. They just had somebody join their channel and give them super chats and all this stuff. And if they know if they tell the truth, their audience is going to be pissed. If Molly reads that, read the report then if it doesn't matter. If it doesn't fucking matter, read it to your audience. Read where they said that Dre is innocent. They said they investigated her additional times due to the bullshit you guys spewed, and they found her innocent. Read it if it doesn't fucking matter. And read where it says that the investigation has been closed. Read it. If it doesn't matter, you wouldn't care. Guess what doesn't matter? The body cam footage is the real thing that doesn't matter. If you feel the body cam footage matters, you must feel that the damn report matters.
Yes.
Fuck it. Fuck
You
it.
can't cherry pick this, Molly. It's not going to work that way because real people who understand things are looking at this.
Yeah.
You trash troll. So here's the deal. You can't do there's nothing you can do. The best thing you can do is get the hell off YouTube, because the thing is, no matter what you say, we have the evidence. The evidence is going to be put out there by Uni, by Nonsense, by Down the Rabbit Hole, by everybody. And you're done.
Exactly. Let's see if we can catch anything here that's pertinent. Dre is having mental fucking breakdowns. Literal mental breakdowns. And Molly is playing it for her audience. I'm skipping it. I'm skipping the mental breakdowns. Dre is falling to her knees, shaking uncontrollably, going,
Did he say or do anything?
Yeah, he did.
Before you went to sleep?
We had gotten in a, we were not okay yesterday.
Before you went to sleep?
Well, throughout the day.
Well, it's changed, and now it's just
The personality.
So someone just gave Molly $50. Justice for Marvon. Prayers for his family and for the children. You're so sick. You guys are sick. You're attacking Dre, acting as if she's the bad guy still. They're still acting as if Dre's the bad guy. Right now. That's what they're doing. They're framing her as the bad guy. And they're sitting here like rewinding it like every time Dre, like when Dre goes through a big shock moment, she's going, oh, and rewinding it. I'm not showing it to the audience. I'm sorry. I'm not going to. You can fucking watch it on Molly's stream. Molly's live now. She'd love the views.
Go ahead. Go ahead, girl. Come on. Give it to us one more time.
Watching Dre in her misery, and her and Justin are literally just replaying it over and over again. They love it. They love that everybody's mad at them. That's her business model. This is her business model. You go into a crime, and if you go in and it turns out there's not a crime and it's just a horrible tragedy, you turn it into a mystery. Pick a family member that's the most vulnerable and you attack them. Make them the enemy. Make them a criminal. They know people are going to defend her. They know that the people are going to go with the proof and defend her. And that's the first layer of an internet battle she gets to have with people. Right? She gets to fight the people that are out there that are going to say, hey, the evidence shows that you're lying, Molly. And see, because she can't get in a battle with us through doxing us and attacking us and filing false CPS reports and false everything she can to try to harass us. And because she can't get us to fight with her by doing that, she knows that the only way she's going to get it back and forth is to viciously and in the most nasty way attack this family that's going through this tragedy. Because of that, I will not participate. I'm not going to feed the outrage. I will wait until it calms down before I cover this. I'm closing it out. I'm going to stay live. I'm going to talk to you guys about what's going on. We'll talk to our live chat. You guys can bring up what they're talking about, bring up what's going on. All you want. I'm going to do it in the most calm, relaxed way possible. I'm going to play a video game. Talk with you guys. I'm not like Molly. Yeah, I'd probably make a lot more money tonight. And a lot more views and a lot more attention and a higher view count if I just go in and act disgusted at her. She's just going to keep feeding us disgust. She's going to keep feeding us this shit. Because she knows that the battle between us trying to get the truth out there and her lying her ass off with Justin and LB and the rest of them is going to be the best fight she can get with us. And she knows that fight is going to rev her audience into donating, rev my audience into donating. She hopes to God that I'm going to try to rile you guys up to donate to me and play on that incentive to get you guys mad by watching and listening and looking at what she's doing. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to chill, talk with you in the chat, and go offline here in a bit. So let's transition. I'm not giving it to her.
Bring Zen back in.
All right, let me get my stuff set up. Why don't we go down to the gaming room? You want to go down to gaming?
Sounds good. Yeah, we can go to gaming. That's fine. Check. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Good deal, bro. Good deal. As we went live chat and saying like they haven't heard me this heated before, and you won't because we dealt with some shitlords.
I always go offline when I get heated. I don't let myself get that far.
And we dealt with some shitlords, and the time I've spent with you, that you let me come on stream with you and all this kind of stuff. And honestly, I tell you the truth, there hasn't been many that get me as heated as what Molly is doing. And it just well,
I need my live chat. If we're gonna do this, I'm gonna have to fix things up because I haven't streamed over in this in a while. So let me get things fixed up over here. All right, so we got the bottom. Yeah, LB, as much as I want to say, isn't gonna involve herself in this. She's announced that she's gonna go live and play the body cam footage and sit there and shit on Dre with the rest of them.
Well, I'm kind of wanting to see what she's going to do, right? Is she going to, because she has now rebranded herself as, this true crime fuck whatever. And I apologize for the cursing. I'll try to hold it back.
You're good, bro.
But
I've already let the bombs flow this stream, so.
So my question is that she has a chance right now. And if she's watching this, or one of her, stupid simps was watching this or whatever, she has a chance right now to disassociate herself from this
she could announce it.
vile piece of shit, right? And could come out and say, yes, Dre's cleared. She could show the fucking police report. She could sit there and say, according to this, what was being said about her, including what you said about her, LB, is wrong, and she's been cleared.
Well, let me say this, though. You're right. you know, and I always say that, you know, I literally typically will demand it. You know what I'm saying? I'll go out and say, oh, LB, you're going to stream the body cam footage later, huh? Well, are you going to read those pages of the report that show that Dre is absolutely innocent before you show the body cam footage? Are you going to treat it like you're reacting to a suicide scene? Are you going to actually stop pretending it's a mystery and it's all this bullshit? I normally would do that. That's me. That's what I would do. But again, no one's done it. None of them passed the test. Every time I've asked someone to do something like that, they fail. So do I think that LB's going to be honest? Fuck no. Because it's not going to cause the fight. No. It's not going to assist in the money. I mean, it's about money, bro. Clickbait is about money. Do I clickbait? Sometimes. But I clickbait. I don't clickbait on serious shit. And so
yeah,
every YouTuber has to clickbait. We got to do the thumbnail thing, right? I will admit my thumbnail game is on point. But the thing is, you guys have no clue how much money YouTube brings in, even sometimes to smaller creators. Like, it's incredible. Like, because I've gone out my whole life and worked to earn every dollar. I've done physical labor like crazy. I've worked in an office like crazy, you know, many years in both military. So I know the value of my time out there working for a very low wage and then that check at the end of the week. And it shocks me. I was just saying I had to take my mom to the hospital today for a checkup. She wasn't injured, hurt or nothing, but I took her there for a checkup. And I was telling her, like, you know, it's pretty crazy that I can stream and I can upload and make, you know, a similar amount of money that I would make doing X, Y, and Z and I was speaking monthly when I was talking to her. And I was telling her how incredible it was because of the amount of time and effort and life you put in to a job. If you get on YouTube and you can somehow make it work, like I could make right now, if I went out and got a minimum wage job and worked 40 hours, I could make that on YouTube. And the bare minimum, I could make a minimum wage, right? Molly and Justin and LB and Olivia are making many times over minimum wage, okay? And I do sometimes too make more than minimum wage. I just don't ever make a huge amount of money, right? I used to on YouTube. I don't now. But my point is that I'm saying this because if you think there's not a motivation, if you think that people wouldn't sell their literal soul to get that YouTube money, you're wrong. They will. They will do the worst possible things. Now, a lot of times people do the worst possible things to make money on YouTube. They hack people's channels. Whatever. They'll try to clickbait, you know, audiences off of the website into bad websites and stuff. Whatever it is. The most dangerous ones are the ones that try to make you think that they're the good guys, that they're the celebrities, that they're the justice. Those are the bad ones. They're the really bad ones because they do that to motivate a donation. They do it to motivate more money from people, right? And that's just what we're seeing. There's a reason why they do the content they do. I always tell you guys I'm not a true crime YouTuber. I don't like covering this. I don't like covering that, but yada, yada, yada. Because it's so easy to fall into it. I was telling Menace just hit 1,000 subs, right? Navy, I don't know. Were you in when Menace was in? He came in like yesterday.
When he was in, but yeah, he did hit 1,000 subs.
Did you hear what we were talking about?
I did not, but S-Miles just said that LATISHA just commented in the chat thanking Molly for showing this. What the fuck?
Oh my God, LATISHA! Where are the records of you filing your case? Where's your case? You know, all that money was supposed to go to a case. You never filed it. I'm done. What are we doing?
Well, right now we're going to be talking about Menace hitting 1,000 subs because God bless him. That man does amazing videos.
Oh, yeah. He's so good. He is so good. He deserves it. And I was talking to him about money and YouTube. when that's like what the conversation was about, you know. And I was
Yeah, I
telling
wasn't
him,
in there for that one. Like, let me know. Yeah, what are y'all talking about?
I can't tell you everything. I will when we get off the air. But I promised him that I would, you know, that if he wanted to start uploading more, I told him, you know, me and him need to go talk because I can give him some tips and some, you know, stuff I've learned over all these years on YouTube so that he is ahead of the game. And that he automatically, like instead of, like I had to go onto YouTube in 2015 and 2016 and I had to upload 2-3 times a day and try to figure out not only how you do it, how do you follow the rules, but what do people want to watch, right? How do you do a video? Why would somebody watch that video, but they won't watch that one, right? I did that for 2 years before I even had subs. So I was telling him, like, come talk to me. I'll make sure that you're at that last point. You know, you've got all that knowledge. It's not a whole lot. There's just a few tips and tricks. But the one thing I said is you got to be careful, man. Because once you see that first check come in, you know, once you make a significant, like you got a video that might get some views and you get that check, it's going to blow your mind. You got to really guard against it. And we had a pretty long conversation about how you have to ignore the money side. You have to ignore the view side and the analytical side of it from a like the real-time views and stuff, because you'll get hooked. You'll be checking that. Because you know, Katie used to do that. When I used to talk to Katie years ago, she would talk about how she checked her views like 16 times a day, right? You open your phone and there's this app you can look at your real-time views. You can see how many views you're getting on everything. So, you know, when you get obsessed with that, man, it'll turn you into a Molly or an LB or a Justin real quick.
Yeah. Apparently, go ahead, sorry.
No. I was just going to say the sick thing is that in order for you to get, and I know it's long-winded because I'm trying not to think about what they're doing for 2 seconds here and clearing my mind, but in order to get where they are, you have to literally be obsessed with the numbers, obsessed with the money to get to the point where they're at. But sorry, go ahead. Do we have any updates in the chat? Anyone want to tell us what's going on? Okay.
We do, and it's fucking sick. Apparently they're playing the audio, like apparently you can't see it yet, but it's the audio of him being resuscitated. And they're playing it on live.
Jesus H. Are you fucking joking?
According to Peggy, that's what's going on right now. Villanova says, oh yes, I'm afraid we're about to see him.
Oh my God, please tell me. You know what? It should blow up just like Logan. Logan Paul showed someone who had been there for days. And for a split frame showed it.
Yep.
And lost everything. And had to build everything. He was slammed by the mainstream fucking media for showing a suicide victim.
Kathy P saying, oh my God, Uni, she's showing Vaughn being brought out right now.
No, Kathy. Kathy, can you see him? Tell me what you could type in. Kathy, are you in Discord? Maybe I can get a mod. Hold on. Kathy, do me a favor. Don't type details about Vaughn in the chat. I'm going to see if I can get people to do it off the chat. Moderators, can someone tell me what she is showing regarding Vaughn? Jesus H. Christ. Jesus H. Just playing him being resuscitated should get her canceled.
Apparently he's blurred. They're showing him being brought out, but it's blurred out. Like he's blurred.
Logan's was blurred.
Yep.
Logan's was blurred. It's the same thing, bro. They should be canceled as bad as Logan. They should be canceled as bad as Logan.
And you know, you and I deal with this all the time, especially with vets and 22 a day, right?
Fuck Epic Games. Get off my screen. I didn't launch this. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Okay.
Out of here. What are you doing? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
But no, what I'm saying is, like, you being a vet and me almost being a vet, right? We deal with this all the time with our friends and people that we served with, and they're using it as a way to make money. It's just sick.
They don't care.
Well, and the thing is, the one thing and I will say this right now, the one thing you understand about all the people involved in this is that they have never been through this. What happened with Dre, what happened with you, Uni, and all this kind of stuff, they have never been through this. Otherwise, they would not be doing this. And I will do this right now. The one grace I will give them is I hope to God that you guys that are putting this out there and trying to, showing these videos never have to go through this.
How are they showing even the audio of a man who has attempted suicide being resuscitated? That should be banned. That is not. Yes. There is no TOS. There is no TOS on this platform at this point.
No.
I'll save my opinion when we tag team YouTube. It'll be my last hope. You guys are going to see me lose hope. Because I hear from YouTube that they're actually swamped and that they're not ignoring anything and yada yada. They're going to get to it, yada yada. If we go out and we use every one of our community members, Kathy, Down the Rabbit, everybody to post on their community tab to tag team YouTube tomorrow, whenever we do it, whenever we got to get everybody to do it at the same time, same day. And if we can't get YouTube to do something at that point, I will lose hope in front of all. I've maintained it the whole time. I've kept that little bit of hope in the back of my head for YouTube, and I'm going to lose it all. I mean, there should be enough people tagging Team YouTube right now on Twitter with that link saying, why are they allowed to play the resuscitation of a suicide victim and sit there and question it and disrespect it and treat it like this big reality TV show and shit? They don't even do it on the news, bro. They don't even do it on the fucking news, man.
Well, explain this to me. Like, if YouTube and on all these other platforms are so big on misinformation, there's literally a fucking police report that debunks everything that they're fucking saying right now that they refuse to show. How is that not misinformation?
Oh, it's massive. It's massive deception and misinformation for the purpose of monetization. What game am I playing? Let me see.
What's the one you've been playing recently?
Dark Souls. So the theater continues. Justin is on with Molly. It so seems they made up. Lol, their fights were for drama and theater.
J-Dub asked if you could share your Twitter link, please.
Sure. www.twitter.com/UNIRocktv. And again, we're not tagging Team YouTube right now. I'm not, at least. I'm going to try to do it with Nonsense and any other creator that'll help us. Then over the next couple days, I'll be live. I'll tell you we did it. It'll be about doing it in a period of a day. And this is what YouTube tells us to do. Like, no joke. We aren't supposed to incite or influence you on what reports to file on the platform, because that could be considered affecting the algorithm. So you've got to make up your own mind where you file any report on the platform. But if we need Team YouTube's help and we can't get it, it is an acceptable practice. It's why Team YouTube exists on Twitter, for us to go tag Team YouTube, get our audience to help us get Team YouTube's attention, and then ask them for help in the situation. That is literally the process YouTube wants us to use. And we've used it before with Molly and them. I've heard from Team YouTube involving them. I've given them the links in the report, and they're supposed to get back with me even up until today. And you know what? I haven't checked my Twitter in a couple days. They could have messaged me in the last few days. I'll check it tomorrow or later tonight. But my point is, once we tag them again and we give them this, I don't know how they're going to, I'm not, it's going to drive me it's going to drive me crazy trying to figure out how or why they can go pull this kind of video and just make money off of it on their platform. They're monetizing his suicide. They say that the reason they do all this other garbage is because of the murmur, is because of the mystery. It's to help and to solve it and all this. They've got their answers in the police report. They have it. And instead of telling everybody what happened, like we did, like Nonsense did, they decided to pull the body cam and try to make some fucking money tonight. I'm just gonna turn on Dark Souls, honestly. I don't know what else to turn on. I don't Elden Ring, Dark Souls. I don't know, man.
I just
Just gonna play a video
I don't
game
know,
for a
bro.
few
It
minutes.
just- yeah.
I would tell you guys that this is the after show, but it's not. We literally did a show for like 30 minutes and got so disgusted we just stopped the show in the middle of it. Is this the first time we've ever done that?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
this
mean,
is the first time.
This has gotten
we've-
this bad. This is how bad it's gotten. That we can't even finish a show because of the ongoing vileness that is continuing to happen right now. Like it's
I swear, dude, this is the first time that we've ever had to do this. I'd love to play Tarkov with you guys like we used to, but it just takes so long to load a game. I don't
And
want to do it.
I want to put this out there. If you're feeling a
Menace is
certain way
around, I
about
will.
things, if you're not
How's
feeling
that?
good about certain things or whatever, I put it out there right now. This exclamation point reach out has all the numbers to
Yeah.
help with anything.
If you're depressed at all, like if you are
please
depressed
God
at
reach
all,
out.
and I mean in any way, you never know if you're going to become suicidal. Okay, I've been through it, long ago. I'm good now, but I've been through it. Depression is a son of a bitch. So if you're
I lost
depressed,
too many friends. Yeah.
make the phone call. Like I am. Look, I've been going to the VA, seeing my therapist ever since I first was depressed, okay? It's been years. It's been over 10 years, 12, 15. I'd have to count, okay? It's been that long. I have no idea. Once you feel that way, go talk to somebody. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. My life changed for the better. Like you don't even know. I was at my breaking point. I was at the bottom. I couldn't do the work I wanted to do anymore because I got injured and I had all these surgeries. I was getting some money, but it wasn't enough to get my family by, right? When I first got out of the military. Luckily now the military pays me way more and I'm way more, everything's a lot better now. Let me move myself. I hate being on the right side. All I'm trying to say is just get help if you get depressed. Even if you don't think you're bad.
Please reach out. Please, God, reach out. I've lost too many friends. I've been in the military for almost 21 years. And I lost too many friends to this. And we've lost friends together, unfortunately, to the same thing, right?
We've lost our friends that we know from YouTube. We've lost some friends. YouTube.
Yeah.
Dude,
and so our top made a comment in general. He said, what set me off almost was her exploiting her suicide angle. As people who know me well is how much I hate people using the topic of suicide for personal gains. This is one area where I understand what horror Dre and the family have been going through. I just had to say it and get it out of my system.
Our top buddy, you're welcome to tag me and say whatever you want. The only time I ever don't read what you say is when I don't see it. Because you're always on point, bro. I'm with you. We've both been through it.
And
so.
we have a Cherie joining us.
Oh my gosh, Cherie. Oh Lord.
Hi guys.
Hey, we're live,
Hey,
but you're welcome to hang while we're live. It's good to have you. If you've seen anything going on in Molly's stream, because I know you like to watch them, you can update us if you want.
You're funny. I like to watch them. I literally just jumped in because I had my own emergency last night. I'll fill you guys in with that one. But she basically has the body cam footage from the morning of the incident with Von, and she's airing it.
Have you seen? Did she show Vaughn? Like even blurred. I don't care if he's. Someone said that he was blurred, and I feel that that's just gone way outside the line. Even if he's blurred, the sounds of him being resuscitated, it's all too much.
I'm not sure yet. I literally just
Oh, you're good.
opened it and started grabbing it, and I just saw parts of it and went, "You've got to be joking me."
Yeah. I can't even. I
So-
have. No, I think she's doing it just to give us a middle finger at this point.
She really is, and I want to put this out right fast. So, what the fork tagged us in the live chat and says, please tell people not to seek a permanent solution to a temporary problem. My husband did that, and as you both know, those left behind never recover. And it is 100% true. Please, God, reach out. If you are feeling this
Yeah.
way, please reach out. Like I want to put it up here again.
Yeah,
The numbers.
Tag it. Yeah, tag it in the chat and it'll pop up. I think it's exclamation point reach out makes
Reach
it
out.
pop up.
Yeah, I just tagged it. Yeah, I just tagged it in the live chat.
And,
you know, please do this and talk to somebody. Reach out to whoever you need to. If you can't reach out to family, reach out to someone who's not family. Please, God.
I think that's why we're all kind of like really, we all feel for Dre, and these people don't.
Yes.
They think Dre's the bad guy somehow. They've tried to make Dre the bad guy through this whole thing over and over and over to the point now that she, even with the she's done everything that she could ever do to have her name cleared, and they're still doing this to her. They just have a hate for her, and they like to sit and smile and pretend that they care. That's one of the worst parts of this. I can't even play this fucking game. They just sit and smile and they act like they care. Act like they flipping care, dude. They're sitting there like, gasping and all this garbage. And keep an eye on the chat for me if you can. If anyone has
I'm watching
anything. Okay. I'm looking at it too. I'm not putting it all on you. I'm just saying. I can barely even game. I've only got the game up to kind of keep my mind off of all the bullshit. Game up. In a swamp. And it sucks.
What were you gonna say, Sheree?
I was just going to say, if she had any sense of empathy, morality, this wouldn't even be a consideration to put up on her stream.
Never. There's no care for Dre. They hate her. This is deplorable. Like, I'm sitting here in my head trying to name stuff I've seen on stream before that's just as bad as this. I can't think of anything, dude. Like, I can't think of it. Like, they're taking the cake with like the most nastiest shit to do on a live stream ever. And I mean it. I've never seen anybody play suicide footage before. Like, and sit there and take donations and
and not only that, it wasn't just the fact that they played it. The thing was that she was trying to pick it apart as if she could debunk it to make her right. That is what is even worse than the fact that she even played it, was the fact that she was trying to use Dre's reactions to the cops talking to her right after this happened as if she could use those reactions to sit there and say she didn't really care and this is not real and what I said was right.
And Justin was sitting there like acting like the rope isn't right. It should have two pieces. And it's like, dude, what are you doing?
How the fuck do you know, bro? Seriously.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what are you doing, Justin? The rope should be this way, and if the rope isn't that way, and you notice how he doesn't say it? He doesn't say, well, that means this. He just says, well, the rope is blah, da, da, da. And it's like, okay, so are you trying to say that the police are wrong or that Dre is lying? Because that's what he's implying. And like I always say about these people, if they go out and spell out what they're really trying to make their audience think, they are going to get canceled. They are going to get, lit up by everybody on the planet. And so to be even more scummy, they stop right before they tell you the part where Dre obviously did it. And they go, oh my God, there's only one piece of the rope. And they stop. But why else are they saying it, Navy? Why else are they questioning the rope if not to say that Dre did it, right? That's the only thing they can be saying.
To prove that they are still correct, because they cannot be wrong for whatever damn reason. Their narcissism doesn't allow them to. It's gross.
They've been so wrong about this, like this whole time. It's incredible how wrong they are, isn't it? They can't get nothing right.
But I mean, Molly's been saying that the whole time. Every time she would mimic and reenact, you know, it was found here with the phone charging cord when it should have been up here.
Yeah,
or
that's all they do.
It should be.
They are deceptive. They're lying about what's going on to create mystery, to create a hook for the audience. They're trying to hook the audience in. They want the audience to whip out their wallets, throw a dono and say, oh my God, Molly, you're right. Or, hey, what about this, Molly? Maybe that means this, you know? That's literally what they're doing. Oh, it's so pathetic and cringy. And normally I would laugh at the cringe of it if it wasn't for Marvon laying there, you know, barely breathing, and Dre like literally breaking down. And they've got the nerve to say that Dre's not crying, so obviously she didn't care. Molly had the nerve to say that, acting like Dre did something wrong because tears aren't pouring down her face, right? When
God,
Dre
you
is
be fucking kidding me.
when Dre is shaking. Look, I'm getting killed because I'm getting pissed.
No,
Dre
no,
is shaking. What?
I just got tagged in general. Apparently, EKC is live with the title, Will Nonsense Ever Stop Exploiting a Man in a Coma?
What? Okay, don't bring her name's Elmo, and I don't even want to bring her up. She's too desperate to bring up, but it's what Molly's doing right now. Are they playing games, dude? So one of Molly's simps is live. Let's just say Molly's simp. And she's trying to say that, no, you're fine. And she's trying to put out that, fuck, where did I lose my souls at? She's trying to put out that Nonsense is exploiting someone in a coma while Molly and Justin are live. Literally, by definition, literally playing him entering the coma, taking hundreds of dollars in donations while watching him enter the coma and playing him being resuscitated and listening to it.
Oh, bro. Oh,
you
God.
gotta be and please, God, I know you didn't mean to, but let's just be sure to never say her name again, ever.
Understood. Understood.
No. In the future, it'll slip. I'm going to tell you, one of us is going to slip and say it. But let's just do our best because that's what she wants. That's what they want.
I'm going to say something right fast, and I think Uni will back me up on this. For everyone in the live chat, everyone who's listening, do me a favor. Take all these channels that are exposing the truth, from Uni to Nonsense to Down the Rabbit Hole to anybody else who is showing everything that exonerates Dre and all this kind of stuff, that exposes these tragedy pimps for doing exactly what we've been saying they've been doing for the last 6 months, and others for longer than that, and blow it up. Share it, like it, put it on YouTube, put it on Facebook, put it on anywhere you have. Please, this is what's going to take them down, in my opinion. So please go out and share this so that the truth actually gets out there, because they are not showing the truth. Nonsense shows the actual report, the things that actually happen. Down the Rabbit Hole is doing the same thing. Uni does the same thing, all this kind of stuff. They are showing you, they're not showing you video cam footage and then trying to distort it because they don't like the person that's in it. They're showing the actual truth of this person getting exonerated, who has been lambasted by them for the last, since this tragedy happened. Do me a favor, go out there and share.
They should be
this
apologizing. They should be apologizing to Dre tonight, but they're
they
trying
should be
to embarrass her
on the ground.
They went out
asking
and
for forgiveness.
they found a video. Instead of apologizing to Dre on the fucking day that we all learned the police and 5 or 6 different times proved Dre innocent, and through all the bullshit they made her suffer, all the bullshit they threw at her, right? They should come on and they should have from the beginning said, I'm sorry, Dre. I apologize. You're innocent. We should have admitted it from the beginning. And they didn't. And instead, they found a video of Dre's worst moment in life and exploited it while taking in a $50 dono, a $30, a $20. When I had her off the screen, guys, I wasn't showing it because obviously I can't play a game right now. Maybe in a little bit, but I wasn't showing it because of how fucked it was, like how fucked that what the cam footage was. I can't even talk. But while I was sitting there watching the cam footage, kind of reacting to it, me and Navy, the money was just pouring in. The money was just pouring in. And I always say it, I don't give a shit how much money she makes or any of her contemporaries. I want people to succeed on the platform, but you can't do it by lying about somebody like this. You can't do it while trying to frame them as, instead of a victim like Dre is, as a perpetrator. It's an ultimate Darvo. It's ultimate Darvo. They've made her, who is the victim, into the perpetrator. And they try every tiny little detail they can, right? Oh, I gotta stop talking about it. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And,
Go ahead.
it's not an opinion anymore. The cops have backed this up.
Yeah,
like, there is no more question. The cops have researched. They've done not one but 2 investigations because of people calling in and pulling this crap with them. That they went back and said, "We'll just make sure," right? Which meant that because of these people calling in and doing this, they were re-victimized again and proven to be innocent again.
This video tells
They
me
literally
everything I need to
re-victimized
know
the entire
about
family.
Dre. Violet can't stand Dre either. Laughy face, laughy face. They are just sitting there berating and insulting and shitting on Dre while Molly leads them. What are they saying right now?
I find it more disgusting.
They're playing when Dre found him. I'm about to break my fucking... Dude, I almost broke him. Oh my god, I just saved my headphones. I just saved my fucking headphones from ultimate death, dude. Ooh. I was 2 seconds away from snapping them in half, bro. Holy shit.
What are you saying, Sheree?
I was just going to say, this woman has no shame. She's sitting there watching this, eating at the same time, like she's at a movie.
Yeah.
I have no words.
And picking it apart as if you were a movie critic.
But this, like, the bits that I'm reading, oh, the tears have stopped very quickly. Well, I'm sorry, but everyone handles a traumatic event very differently.
Yes, very true.
Now, I myself have been through a couple of pretty traumatic events. I go into automatic pilot of doing what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Whereas other family members fall to pieces. That's just how some people work.
Agreed. And that's why I said before that obviously they have never, fortunately for them, they never had to experience this. Because if they had, you would think someone in their right mind would never go, and then accuse people of this, claim this, and all this kind of stuff. If you had been through that experience, if you have lost somebody to these type of traumatic issues, you would be able to sympathize with the person going through this, and you would never accuse them of this. But they do. And I hope to God they never had to experience it.
My headphones barely work. I have to get a new pair, but people don't want to break them. Oh, Lord.
Molly has said that she has lost a cousin who was a police officer who was killed on duty. She was talking about another friend's daughter who was killed by a stalker. So she's experienced traumatic events. She claims to be a life coach.
But
yet she does this.
She's listening. Her and Justin are listening to Dre finding Marvon. Why? mean,
because it's
they're
entertainment for them.
playing death. They're playing someone's reaction. She thought he was dead. So they're playing a wife's reaction to finding their husband. What they think is dead. What Dre thought was dead. They're literally they went out and seeked out a recording of that. Wish I had more money, says Wolf. Buy you a new pair of headphones after tonight. I get how you would need to break something. It's okay, Wolf. You guys don't have to do that. I've got a couple laying around. They're just all in different stages of disrepair because it's a thing with me. My old streams back when, you know, my stream was really popular, you know, like I had thousands of people watching. I would go through headphones real quick. There's some video recordings out there, some badass streams where I break headphones. So I've got PewDiePie. I got 2 pairs of PewDiePie headphones. Those things are expensive too. They done. My son goes through headphones too. So, you know, we try to fix them and wire them up.
Go ask Alice that I sent you money for Red Bull.
Oh, thank you, Alice. Appreciate you. I don't know, man. Like, I know it's kind of dumb and boring just to be sitting here, but I don't know what to do.
No, what's happening now is that we're normal people sitting around discussing how vile and how like sick this is. So people that are coming in who are also normal people are seeing this and realizing this and can, you know, promulgate this out to all aspects of wherever to show exactly how sick and evil these people are.
You know, someone in the chat saying she's not even doing CPR.
Oh my God, are you serious?
No, I'm not kidding.
Shut. Oh God.
Here, I can pop out her chat. I can pop her chat out.
The problem what we're seeing is that shit attracts shit.
Look, was there any dirt on her knee area? She's not doing CPR. This is a mod. Navy vet, heart for the broken. Why in the world would she not cut him down immediately? I can't believe she asked, and it took so long to do that even. You've never been through this then. Like, you've never been through this. Like,
change your fucking name.
Dre is a bad actress, says worst prank caller ever. A mod. It's her mods. It's the mods. The mods on Molly's stream are the ones that are the nastiest. They incite the chat to do this. I bet you those are the ones that help her, you know, do what she does. I bet they're the ones that help her. From her Patreon and all this stuff, the ones with the wrenches. Because you know how she rewards people that give lots of money. She rewards, I bet that's them. She's not even doing it. It makes me so angry. Miss LATISHA, I for one have no words that could touch your pain. Just heartbreaking. LATISHA's never fucking known Marvon. He's never been in his life. Dre's been in his life and lived with him and slept next to him took care of kids with him for all those years. And somehow you guys can shit on Dre, who is innocent, but you can sit and fucking... LATISHA wasn't even there to help him.
And remember,
LATISHA wasn't even there.
Remember one thing. Nobody in Molly's chat, including Molly herself, are even associated with this fucking family. They're not friends of the family. They're not, you know, next door neighbors. They're not friends from high school. They have no connection to this.
Look, this one says, she's not trying. You would get out of breath if you were trying. She isn't counting. I doubt she's doing CPR. She's like on something. The way she was talking, she isn't even doing compressions. She's not doing it. She ain't doing no CPR IMO. She said, oh, thank God. She is not even doing CPR. She didn't do CPR. She's not out of breath doing it. She's not doing CPR or would hear her breathing heavy. Fucking joking. No, you wouldn't. What do you think that you're... What? Not only am I trained in it, Not only am I a trained combat lifesaver, it's on my DD-214. Not only have I been certified by the Red Cross, but I just did CPR. What are you talking about? What are these people talking about?
I'm also certified by the Red Cross to do CPR, and
you could do CPR for a long period of time. You don't sit there and go, go watch videos of people doing CPR and then compare it to Dre. Because you guys are fucking lying. You're dumb. Why is it an option? Sheesh, Dre. This is your husband. Pull it together and try and save him, angry face. You just do CPR. You don't think. What the hell? What? What? She isn't trying, in my opinion. You and Justin are doing a wonderful video tonight, and God bless you both. I commend you guys.
that is gross.
She is not even saying, come on, baby, or anything. She isn't doing it. I guarantee you. She was wearing that Buddha outfit. She wouldn't be able to with phone. She's way too calm. Just, IMO sorry. She's another Alex Cox. She's not trying. Everyone should get CPR. That's the first smart thing that anyone said in this chat. I agree. Everybody should get CPR certified. My dinner just flipped in my stomach. Yeah, ours too. Because of your chat. The chat alone is enough to flip your stomach. You have to do it so hard that it cracks ribs. No, you don't. It can crack ribs, but you don't have to do it so hard that it cracks ribs. What are you talking about? None of you are trained in CPR to talk like this. None of you have been through this kind of thing to talk like this. And if you want to, prove it, how about you just go and search 50 videos out there of someone like a Rescue 911 video or something where they're giving someone CPR. Go search like 50 of them. Go watch the EMTs and you tell me how different it is between each circumstance. Go tell me. Tell me what you see. You cut him down. You do CPR. You dumb dubby. There's no way she could have climbed on a so-called wobbly chair and cut the rope so fast. Straight bull. So half the chat is complaining that she cut the rope so fast. The other half of the chat is complaining that she waited so long to cut it. But she wasn't even tall enough to reach it. And it's not like she just had a fucking item laying there to cut it. You ever cut a rope? You have to have a sharp knife or something. A pair of pliers probably won't even do it. It would take you a second. It'd take you a minute. And then she's probably trying to hold him up while she's trying to do it too. And she's like panicking out and in shock. Oh, but no. Oh, look at this. You said you weren't monetizing this, Molly. Join and become a member of Molly's Goes Lightly main YouTube channel's membership.
She's not monetizing it though.
Molly said it's not monetized, bro. Let's end this stream. I fucking literally just...
I know, Bubba.
Let me pull up my chat. All right, y'all.
I was just going to say, I don't believe in coincidences. Suddenly there was an uprising in people asking what was the status of Vaughn and everything a couple of days ago, and now this is being shown. I have a feeling it was her little pinions staring it all up for when she released this.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at the chat, y'all. If any of you guys have an opinion, type it in. Let's see here. Jammy says, no, please don't leave Molly alone. I've watched Dre for years. I guess I flipped for a second. I'm sorry, chat. Dre's a good lady. I don't know if Dre's a good lady or a bad lady. I've watched so many hours of her videos, okay? But what I've seen, I will tell you factual things right now that you yourself can fact check me on. And you see if I'm right or not. You see if I'm lying to you or not, right? And Jammy, don't feel bad. You look.
There was a misunderstanding with her, and it's been corrected.
Huh? What?
There was a misunderstanding with her in the beginning. I think she understands now. It was corrected. It's fine. Go ahead.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. With who?
with Jamie Girl. There was a misunderstanding of who she
I
was
was
talking
just-
about in the beginning,
Oh,
and
no,
so
okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
letting you know if you see the live chat, that's what happened. So it was corrected.
Well, I was just responding to what she said real quick. I don't under. What do you mean? What do you mean it was corrected? I'm
Tell
sorry.
you later. Tell you later.
Okay. I just thought she was talking about Dre, but even if she wasn't, it's still a good thing to respond to. Like, I don't think that she said anything wrong.
No,
I thought it was a good comment, but let's say that regardless of if I know exactly what Jamie was talking about, right? I know there are some people out there who were in Molly's chat for a while, raging against Dre too. You don't have to feel bad because Molly lied to you guys. Molly purposely was not showing anything of Dre. She showed you less than 0.01% of what she could have chose to show you, right? And instead of watching actual clips where she had one clip where one of the kids wanted something to drink and she said, no, you're not getting it. You can have water or you can, whatever it was, like finish drinking what you got or you can have water. Because I don't know what the kid wanted. I forget. And if you watch the clip, they're all having a great mood. They're all happy. They're all eating. Everything's good. And then the kid says this and they go back to eating. The kid gets a little pouty and then nothing else happens, right? And it goes back to normal. Molly had a video where they clipped out from like a 3 or 4 hour stream, 5 seconds here and like 10 seconds here. And it was only thing they could find in hours long stream to put together to try to make Dre look like she was starving her kids and telling her kids that they couldn't have what they wanted to eat, right? One example was these like donuts, these like, I think they were like Mexican donuts. Do you remember what they were called, Navy? The Mexican kind of donut things, that churros or something? Or no, that's not it.
Churros.
What was it? Churros? Oh.
Yeah, it was churros, yeah. It's fried batter that's, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And they made churros and then the boy was eating like 6 of them or some shit, right? So then later on, he wanted more. And and now I could be mixing up clips, but anyway, she told him no. And what they did is they make sure to take out all of them laughing and eating and have a good time for the 2 seconds where she tells him no. And they put it into a little video clip that they go and play. And that's how they got people to believe that Dre was starving her kids. I have an entire stream and you're welcome to go find it. And you'll be able to tell by the title and the thumbnail where we go in and actually fact check Molly's claims about Dre. And then there was one stream where we literally debunk a video that made Dre look bad that actually would have made Dre look really good if it wouldn't have been deceptively edited. Took the original stream, put it against that clip, and proved it to everybody, for those of you that don't know. But the main thing I wanted to say was that you can fact check me on as a response to Jamie. And I know Jamie agrees with me. It's all good. But the things I can tell you that are factual about Dre after watching so many, and Rachel, my girlfriend, if you ever talk to her, you can ask her how much video I watch for all of this stuff, right? That I do. She literally won't be able to watch TV with me because I will be watching it literally while I'm laying in bed. I'll be laying in bed and I'm processing all of this stuff when we're heavy into something like we were trying to figure out the Dre thing, right? Going through just all these videos for hours and hours and hours. I'd fall asleep with them on. And the factual things I can tell you about Dre is that she loved her kids. She loved her husband. She's a great mother. Is she a good person? I don't know. I know she had her faults. And I'll tell you some right now. She was addicted to certain powders. And these are legal. A lot of them are legal. It doesn't mean that they're FDA approved, but they're legal for adult consumption. You can go buy them. In fact, I was at a store yesterday. Yes. I was at a store because I needed to get some vape. And I was on the other side of town, so I went into a different store that I never go to. I was in Discord. That's when I was talking to Menace. And I was talking about how they had jar after jar after jar of all these powders. And it has the name of the powder on it, Kratom, and then this other one, and there's like 19 of them. I know that Dre was eating those powders. I've watched it with my own eyes. And so when you ask me, is she a good person? I do think people that are addicted to things can still be great people or good people. And I still think some can be bad. It depends on how you act and what you do, right? I've never seen her be malicious. I've never seen her be mean. And I have seen her be real. I have seen her embarrass herself on her streams. I've seen her, you know, have to say something to her kids to punish them, or even get in an argument with Marvon. But let me tell you this. If I had to look at Molly's videos and look at Dre's videos, if I had to look at any of their videos, any of them, and compare it to Dre, and then rank who's a good person and who is a shit person, Dre would be the best. Out of all the videos out there about her, I wouldn't be able to conclude any good things about these people. And that's just a fact. But they're the judgmental ones. They're not going in there trying to prove something. They're being judgmental. And it's so fucked, man. I know I'm being cringe tonight. I know I am. Because they got me. They fucking went so far that now they've got me literally fucking pissed off sitting here acting like an idiot. And I should be doing a show. I shouldn't be sitting here raging as myself. I should be doing a show as UNIRock, putting together, because I sit and process all these videos during the day so that I can upload videos and then come here and bring you a few hours of some of the stuff I've seen with some commentary. You know, that's what I do. It's how I do my show. I have to process all that video to even be able to come and do my show and have commentary and know what I'm going to say to you guys. And I can't do it tonight. But we haven't done a show where we just sit around and talk for a while, you know? Well, I mean, do we go off the air? Do we sit and talk? I don't care what we do. I'll do whatever you guys tell me to.
So the thing is, though, Uni, is that there are nine times out of 10, your shows are, we go into a mod chat and we talk about, you know, what the topic is going to be, and we have like this and a third we're going to talk about, right? Every now and then, craziness erupts. And the thing is, I think one of the things that the live chat loves, your subs love, is that the real-time reaction and the real-time emotion that goes into what's happening is what people want to see, because this is what's happening with you and with Rabbit and with nonsense and all this kind of stuff. That's what they enjoy, because the thing is, like, yeah, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a scripted show that has a list of things that we're going to talk about, you and I, right? 9 times out of 10. But every now and then, you got to go off book. You got to go off script, and you have to just get the pure, raw, emotional reaction to some of the sickest shit we've seen since you and I have been together.
I know, bro. Fucking A. Anita says, you're fine, rockAlot. You have a heart. You're a human. Just go through the human experience. No manual. Very true. And I was responding to you, Anita. It just took me a second because I hit the wrong button. But if you look right above your message, I did respond. Well, on my screen, it shows it. It probably came out after on your screen. But thank you. Yeah, I mean, I know. I like giving reactions where we kind of do go crazy, where we have these kind of situations. But you know, I could think back on many really good examples of things that have happened in the past, you know, where we have good reactions. None of it's this bad, though. This is a test, you know, because it's one of the worst kind of things. I just don't know how we can't get through to them. Well, I do, because they're doing it on purpose. This is their act. They're in character. That's the thing.
They're sick. Yeah. We
were knocked out of character by video of what Dre went through. Literally, when Dre was talking, nothing but Dre talking to the dispatch or to the police officer. This is after all the stuff happened. And that was enough, seeing how shook Dre was, to knock me out of stream mode. Make me feel sympathetic, to make me stop, right? Molly and Justin are like sucking it like energy vampires, bro. They're sitting there like sucking it down, man.
Yeah,
they really are.
No, 100%.
Listen to this. Let's go back through her chat here. Is he still alive or what? Then we have, but she wasn't doing it at all. Then we have, she fought to visit Dre, was preventing his family visitation. No, actually, oh fuck, there LATISHA is right there. Look at, she's got all the money. She's got all your fucking money, and she's over here like reveling. This is LATISHA, same account from back then, reveling in them still doing this. Like, they are getting off on Dre's misery, on Dre's worst life, like her losing a family member. They're getting off on it in front of us.
So here's what gets me, right? So if you're LATISHA and you are, you know, this caring about,
Remember that
Vaughn and all
live?
this kind of stuff, and you're just like, you know, you hear all this stuff, or like Ma's pushing stuff that like Dre's, you know, was responsible for it. The thing is, in the way I see it, is that if you're a mother, right, at whatever stance you are, right, biological or whatever, you want this police report. You want to know that his wife had nothing to do with it. You want to know that she is taking care of the children. You want to know that they're in a good place.
We got to get in our headspace here. This is good. This is going to be evidence. This is going to be good evidence, right? Because I've been putting together how they created the narrative of Dre being, oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I got to go into UNIRock mode for a minute, okay? Give me a second here. I'm actually going to do something real quick. Okay, guys, recall all the streams back then with the Dre thing where I had talked about how, fuck, am I locked up? No. I had talked about how Molly and LATISHA turned Dre into the bad guy so that they then could claim that LATISHA needed a lawyer, right? Once Dre's the bad guy, she's so bad. They made her so bad that she's a danger to Marvon and her children. Fact. That's what they did. I have the video. I've proven it. Then they monetize it. They come in with LATISHA and say, how are we going to save Marvon and baby from evil Dre, murderous Queen Dre? Well, LATISHA's the mom, right? She's his mom, even though she signed him away when he was fucking 10 months old. Okay, let's have LATISHA get a lawyer and save save Marvon and the baby. So then Molly and LATISHA and them run not a GoFundMe, not any kind of trackable thing. They run a massive viral donation campaign into LATISHA's personal PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. Okay?
Yep.
LATISHA disappears once she's busted for not having a lawyer that files to do what she promised. What did she promise? LATISHA promised to get a lawyer and file so that she could help Marvon and help the grandbaby. She didn't do it. She did not file to help them. She kept the money and ran away with it. So, seeing LATISHA in that chat now, when she's been absent up until this, shows me Molly and LATISHA have been cool and working together this whole time. I don't think they stopped talking. You know how Molly is sitting there trying to convince us that they had stopped talking at some point? I don't think they did. Why would she be in that fucking chat today if she blocked Molly's number, stopped talking to Molly? She wouldn't even be looking at her fucking channel if they were telling the truth. Go ahead.
I was going to say right fast. Apparently, according to the live stream, they, in the live chat, are asking for LATISHA's Cash App now.
No.
To give her money.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
okay.
Like,
I need screenshots, if you can, please, of that into the Molly room, if you guys don't mind.
And if y'all find it and aren't part of the Discord, like, let us know. Like, hit me up. I'm same name on Twitter at NavyTex37. Like, hit me up, let me know. We got emails and stuff. We can, you can send all this kind of stuff. But yeah,
I'm gonna retweet you too. I got to remember to retweet you more often. Hold on, let me get you.
It cannot be, coincidental that she jumps in on this this one live chat, and now they're wanting to send her money on Cash App. Come on now.
No, yeah. And remember, it's always these people leading these charges that have wrenches or that have like these accounts that like go out and harass for Molly and shit.
Yes, sir.
All right, I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. We'll pick up the stream tomorrow. It'll be a put together stream. I'll have some stuff for you. I won't be disjointed. I need to absorb what's going on now. I need to absorb what they did. I need to watch their stream. So I got a lot of homework to do tonight and in the morning. and then in the afternoon to get ready for the stream tomorrow night. And I really am trying to get some videos up on UNIRock, and I want to upload here. I've been watching Velma, and I'm watching that new show, and I keep trying to put up show reviews, and I'm gonna get these damn reviews up so that I can then get the reviews. I'm still doing the reviews on Obi-Wan and the other one that me and Navy were gonna review. So we're gonna get this stuff done. We're gonna get it. Oh, tomorrow, important. Like I said, Navy donated a ring light, and that's why I have more light on me, and it'll look better as we go. I got to find a perfect spot for it, the perfect settings. Anyway, because I'm just saying it looks really bright on me and my glasses. I'm going to fix that so that you don't have this glare, okay? But it looks perfect. So also, another one of our viewers, Janie, was overly generous. I mean, I don't deserve the generosity, and I love you, Janie. And sent me a projector that I can hook up to my PC, and I've already done it. And we had to move some of, you can kind of tell we've moved some stuff around, right? Well, we're going to have the studio, like it'll be a lot different tomorrow, and I should have the projector going, and we're going to test it. We're going to test out using the projector against this wall so that I can project, instead of you watching a video here, I'm going to have the projector project the video, and we're going to watch it like that. And I've never seen another live streamer do this, and it's going to be awesome. And you're probably going to say, well, Uni, how are you going to do that with your camera? Well, look at this. Look at this, because Janie actually sent me this camera about a year ago or so. Janie will have to tell me how long ago it was. So when I need you, when I'm ready to show the projector, I can make the camera go up and show the projector. Or to show what the projector's doing. I can move it. And I can make it shoot behind me whatever I want it to. It's going to be freaking awesome. And we're going to be testing and implementing that tomorrow. That's happening because I've been putting it off for a few weeks. Well, about a week because, you know, we were waiting on some other stuff to come into. Sorry, that's going to cut. We're going to show that later. I'm just going to break it up because I want to get the projector added to the stream. So we'll get there. I don't know if there's anything else I need to tell you because I'm kind of spaced out here trying to. Can I get a mod meeting? I don't know how many mods are around. I hope they're what I want from you guys. It is time. We need to get the squad fam back in operation. Okay. Here's how it works. You know, I've got an audience that goes back many years because I've been doing this for years. Our top and dead and even Navy and peeps will tell you the way we do it is you guys are the eyes of the community. And if you see something, you can take a screenshot, you can archive it, you can send us a link, or you can just tell us what you saw and where you saw it, and we can go get it. When you see something relevant, if you see a timestamp that's relevant, get it into us. We're going to try to maybe streamline so that you guys can get it in a little easier. And I'm going to try to make it easier on Twitter for you to get stuff into me. Also, if you're in my Discord, there's a lot going on. Please do not overexert yourself because we have people that have been around a long time and then they'll help us out and they'll get really hooked into a story. And they'll get overly hooked into a story and it'll kind of take over and then they'll get stressed out. And, you know, I don't want that to happen. So make sure don't let yourself get too, you know, worked up into these stories because this kind of stuff can really work people up because it's a change. There's going to be a change that happens. Either YouTube is going to come out and admit that their terms of service have been lessened and released, which we all know it hasn't happened. Or they're going to have to admit that they just don't enforce it anymore. Or they're going to have to admit that they have let this slide through the cracks. Okay? Because in the very least, there are several streams that are still up from every one of these tragedy pimps that should have been struck. They're rampant terms of service violations. And there are at least 50 streams that I can think of because I've got them on a list in a report where they've doxed people, threatened people, shown people's homes, went after people. And again, not all of the things they've done is a TOS VIO. Some of them aren't, some of them aren't. But the point is, YouTube's going to have to tell us what's up. They're going to have to say, well, yeah, we know what they're doing and we're not going to do anything about it. Or they're going to tell us what they are going to do about it. That's the goal. Because yes, where we sit now, unfortunately, We don't know. YouTube hasn't told us yet. So anyway, that's my speech. If you see anything, get it into us. It has to be, we only want stuff from Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, things like that, public stuff. And how do you tell? If the person shared it themselves, if the person had not shared it themselves, if they made it public, right? If they made it public, then you can typically say that's okay. But even in that scenario, I don't want people's names. I don't want people's locations. I don't want people's details. We look at what people are doing, right? We don't look at the people. That's why that's the rule that'll make it so that you don't ever mess up and dox somebody or something, because of course that's against the rules here. So did I say everything I need to say, Navy? Because I'm spaced out now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much more we can say on this. It's just that, you know, the problem we run into is that when you charge yourself with exposing the worst, you run into some of the craziest stuff you're going to see on YouTube. But it needs to be put out there, and that's what you're doing. And it's going to, for those of us who are normal people who don't consider this fun or things that we should do for money or profit, it's going to knock you off kilter every now and then. And so I think we've said what we can say tonight, and then, you know, see what happens tomorrow, and then comment on what happens tomorrow. So
I'd like to know, I'd like to do two things before I log off. Well, number one, well, three. If you donated tonight, whether it's a super chat, membership, PayPal, or anything, thank you. If I missed anything, I'm sorry. It's just been a crazy stream. It's going to happen sometimes. If you did though, and I missed it, you can always write us, and I'll make sure to catch it, to make up for it on the next stream. Okay, if you want to do that, you don't have to. Okay, now I got two things. Number one is a message to Dre. I'll do that second. The first is a message to the tragedy pimps. I want to know what Dre did wrong. I want to know why she deserves to be judged. You can know CPR and be the best person ever. You can be trained. Okay? Take this from someone that knows. I'm qualified. I've shown my DD 214. It's on my DD 214, okay? And you can know everything you can do to help somebody, save somebody, whatever, and you can freeze up. And you're not a bad person for doing it. You're a human being, for God's sakes. Shock is real. Shock is something that takes you outside of yourself. You're not there anymore. There are people that have broken both legs and they don't feel pain, and they just sit somewhere for days. And they'll tell you, I'm not cold. I'm not hot. I don't feel pain. I'm not hungry. They literally are sitting there in a state of like semi-bliss. And they should be in the worst pain ever because they're in shock. It's a way for your body to give you relief when you're in a situation that you just don't, you're just, you know, it hits you so hard that you're gone. You're just not there anymore, right? So for people to judge Dre's reaction and how she handled it, what? Unless you were there, unless you've got a literal video of her and you can see that she's like, I don't know, like, for God's sakes, I know how tall Dre is, and I know how big that shed is because Molly made me know. I had to look up the specs of it. She wouldn't have been able to reach him. She's like 5'2" or some shit. She would not have been able to reach the rope because he was like 6 something, and he was lifted off the ground. Okay, so she had to get a step stool. She had to get an object to cut it. She had to go up it. She had to be looking at what she was looking at, and she had to cut it. And she did it, for fuck's sake. And then she gave him CPR. That's a miracle in itself that she even accomplished it. She was so short that she couldn't reach it. We know that. That's part of the story. And I feel so bad for her. Her love. I can't put myself in her shoes because it fucks me out, man.
You know, the thing is, about this whole thing, like you talk about your combat life saving and all this kind of stuff. Like you were trained the way, you know, more than I was trained.
You can still locked up. You can still lock up. That's my point.
This is a woman who wasn't trained. This is a woman who saw what happened.
Great point. Fuck yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Right. She saw what happened. She according to the report, cut him down. and automatically started CPR. This is not a military member. This is a civilian who did
Yeah.
this to the person who
She's
she
probably-
loves.
She probably isn't
right?
even. She's probably not even CPR qualified. You know, it's not
Right.
her fault. Like you
And-
you can't live like this where you sit and judge people for these kind of things. Who are you,
You can be the
God?
hardest trained person ever, and you hope to God when we go through the military service and the things that we do, we hope to God that we come into one of these crazy ass situations that our training
Yeah,
kicks
you
in.
hope it kicks in. Exactly. And
Yes.
it kicked in for me, for God's sakes. But there
Right.
was a point where I remember, and I don't even remember who it was, they told me, you have to pinch his nose. And I kind of was, but I wasn't. I thought I was. I swear I thought I was. And then I look and I'm like, oh shit. So I was doing the motion, but I wasn't doing it. It didn't affect anything, of course. But anyway, all I'm trying to say is, who are you? God?
The judge.
Like to judge like that to someone that actually did the impossible, right? That faced you, because people you don't want to face that kind of thing, man. Like anyway, so the second thing is, or the first thing was that I want the tragedy pimps to tell me, what did Dre do to deserve anything but compassion? What did she fucking do? Because it seems like I just watched these people watch her in this the most tragic moment of her life. And they seemed to the whole time trying to judge her for what she was doing wrong instead of what she did right.
Well, and let's make this
hold on, man. Let me-
abundantly.
Go ahead real quick and then let me end it, but go ahead.
Just make it abundantly clear. Dre was cleared of all the accusations that these people made. 100%.
Yeah, we know. We got it. Well, I know, man. I know. She was. You're right. So I want them to tell me specifically what makes her deserve this treatment. Because everything they previously said that made her deserve this treatment has been debunked. There is so much evidence out there, they can't use it anymore. Number two, I want to say something to Dre. And will you two jump up to Butterbot for me? And I'm going to end this real quick. I'll be right up. I want to say something to Dre, which is, I'm sorry. And I think you did great. And to be able to even still do your daily routine after experiencing that, I commend you. Being there for your children after experiencing that, I commend you. And I don't even know you. I don't know if you're a great person or a bad person. I don't care. And I hope we've shown people the truth in this situation enough that if Dre was watching it, she would say that we did enough. That's what I hope. Anyway, see you tomorrow.